Q92, good morning, everybody. Now we're in the 7 o'clock hour of the morning show. In this hour, another opportunity for you to become a finalist to win the kayaks just in time for the summer with our friends from Stark Parks, your destination for summer fun. You have a chance coming up this hour, and you'll have two chances in the 9 o'clock hour. You'll have a chance when we hit the cue to call the 9 o'clock hour to become a finalist. We'll do that as well. Oh, also 8 o'clock hour, Rage Room and Kevin Hart tickets to give away. That's in the 8 o'clock hour. And the 9 o'clock hour, like I said, cue to call for the kayaks. Then we're going to give away a finalist spot for someone who checks out the live video feed on YouTube, Facebook, or X. For your simple, just head over and like the live video feed. What are we going to put in the comments today?
Let's do summer fun.
Summer fun. Put summer fun in the comments section with your like, and you're good to go. And we'll maybe select you at the end of the show, make you a finalist as well. So that's what we got for you here today. The phone number for the show is 330-450-9292. The text line, 330-269-9292. And always feel free to comment on anything we're talking about on YouTube, Facebook, or X. 7 minutes after 7 today. Hope you all had a good Monday. Let's go to the text line real quick. Good morning, early risers. Headed out to do some volunteer work today with Williams. Our teams are working on a 4-H camp today. Have a great day. Have a good one out there. Good old 4-H. Taxi Mom checking in. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Be safe out there. Good morning from Lumber Guy. Good morning, Lumber Guy. Transformers Guy checking in. I saw the trailer for the new Transformers movie. Good morning from Payroll Girl. Big week for you, Payroll Girl. If you go bi-weekly with your pay. I think you're on the same as us.
I think so, too. I thought we figured that out before.
Yeah, so big week for you. Your time to shine. Let's go. Everybody, you better have turned your time cards into Payroll Girl. All right, don't make her chase you. It's your money. Don't you want it? Cheese and rice. So we got that coming up for you here today. Imagine Dragons. They just announced a tour yesterday. I don't think are they coming here?
No, closest is Star Lake.
Come on. What are we doing? But they announced a big tour yesterday. Their lead singer seems more buff than ever.
Yeah, I've seen it in person.
He was not always buff. He was not always that muscular when they first came out. And then something happened in between albums. He found a gym, and he enjoyed it once he got there.
He did.
It took.
Yeah.
That was like the shredded lead singer.
I've seen it in person.
Yeah.
He likes to take his shirt off about 4 or 5 songs deep.
Listen, he works hard for that body, and he feels like, you know what? You deserve to see it. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time here today.
I didn't mean to turn that away. I thought you were done.
I got locked out of everything, so now I've got to re-sign in. Yes, I don't know what the heck is going on. It's been a morning.
It's been a morning. It's Tuesday. It happens on a Tuesday sometimes. But think of it this way, a little closer to Friday. Kinda, not really. All right. It's Imagine Dragons. Eyes closed. Their new one. It's Q92. Saturday we went out. We took the kids swimming at his grandfather's.
Oh, that's
Jamie's,
fine.
her father's. We went over there and we swam.
Yeah.
Did that. Then, unfortunately, we tried to eat food afterwards, and I had 2 consecutive awful ordering experiences.
So, like you DoorDash?
Where I went. No,
okay.
We tried to go. It was, first of all, it was weird to begin with. Watch the time. Okay. It was weird to begin with. Because I suggested after swimming, hey, why don't we all just go get something? Someone little. I don't want to go to like an expensive
right.
Somewhere. I don't care if it's fast food or just a place that's quick, not that expensive. Let's just grab a bite while we're out. I was like, yeah. And then somehow we end up going to Mexican, which if you know me at all, you know I can't stand Mexican food.
I love it.
As far Mexican food as I go is Chipotle. So the whole time we're driving, I'm like, if this was my idea.
And it got hijacked.
And somehow we're going to a place where everyone knows I won't like any of the food. And I'm thinking there's got to be something, right? Got to be something.
No.
Maybe they have an American menu or some stuff. I know Don Poncho's has actually an awesome American menu.
Yeah, their fries are so good.
Burger, fried, grilled cheese. It's awesome. This place did not.
Okay.
So I decided, I was thinking, okay, I like Chipotle. What if I get a burrito? And I'm just very specific to the man. And I say, I just want steak and rice.
Yeah, simple.
Seems like, okay, that might work.
Right?
That might work. I didn't take into account that I was in an authentic Mexican restaurant. So I explained this to the gentleman, and he nodded many times.
I got it.
I said, just, burrito, just steak and rice. You don't want this. I don't want that. You don't want this. I don't want that. Do you want this? I don't want that. I thought I just said I wanted just steak and rice. In my head, I said this. I'm like, I thought I made this pretty clear.
I was going to say, did you say this to the waiter?
I said
because that
steak,
doesn't sound like you.
And he just kept questioning other things that, like, I said I didn't want on it.
Right.
And I spent
He was making sure.
a good couple minutes going, no, just steak and rice. Just steak and rice. Do you want tomatoes? Just steak and rice. Do you want this? Just steak and rice. And somehow that wasn't working. So it comes out.
And it wasn't steak and rice.
First of all, my own fault. I probably expected to see something looking like a Chipotle burrito. And it came out like this very loosely wrapped, I guess, burrito, if you will. Now, first of all, there was cheese on the side and cheese drizzled on the top. I have no idea where the cheese came into the picture. After I spent 10 minutes saying, just steak and rice. Just steak and rice.
Well, but they love to garnish with their queso.
Just steak and rice.
And most people would appreciate that. Queso
I looked at that and I felt bad because the girls both looked at me like, oh no. And I looked at my plate. I looked at them. I looked back at my plate. I just thought, here we go. Scrape off the cheese. My poor fiance was trying to, oh no, we can fit. I'm like, it's fine. Please sit down. Please sit down. Because she's starting to get up, coming over to my plate. Like, please sit down. I love you. Please sit down. Let's not make a scene in the damn Mexican restaurant. I'm the picky eater.
Yeah, but she felt bad because she probably knew, like, he doesn't even like this to begin with, and that's what he got. Oh, God.
So I scrape off the cheese. Then I go to pick it up. And the whole GD thing just falls apart. It was so wrapped loosely, it just...
Right.
It looked like a piece of bologna. The rice is orange. I was like, what the hell is orange rice?
Well, a lot of times they'll put like salsa or tomato paste. Like, that's how you make Mexican rice.
So that made me like, oh, here we go. This is just great. So I mustered it down somehow to say it didn't taste good, in my opinion, realizing that I don't like Mexican food and everyone else does. It was awful.
Have you ever in your life wanted to put a toe in your mouth?
A toe in my mouth?
Have you ever, other than maybe Jimmy's, like to kiss them?
That is the cutest.
It is really cute.
That is the cutest thing in the world.
But an adult's toe. Have you ever had the urge?
I don't hate feet. I'm not necessarily a.
Have you ever wanted to suck them though?
I'm sure I have.
Like suck a toe.
I'm sure I have.
Ugh.
I'm not boring, Lauren. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm not missionary only, lights off.
You're so dumb.
All right, that is.
You're so dumb.
I'm not.
I have never.
And no talking. But there is a huge difference in that with two consenting adults and going into a stranger's hotel room.
I get it.
Sounds like the guy from Mr. Deeds that loved changing socks.
You know,
crazy.
I know you've always told me about the foot fetish and all that kind of stuff. We've had discussions off air about this.
Christian, no, don't lie on air. I'm just lie. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I was watching TikTok last night. It's so weird that this topic came up. And some lady, you know where they go up to people and they're like, all right, what's your name? What do you do for a living? How much do you make? And it'll be like a bunch of different professions in different cities, like, and how much they make. And the girl was like, I don't want to tell you. And she's like, why? When she asked her what she did for a living. She's like, I sell foot pictures and videos. And she's like, on OnlyFans? She's like, no, there's a website called Fun with Feet.
Or Foot Finder.
Well, it's called Fun with Feet, the one she was talking about. And she's like, how much have you made this year? And she's like, I'm really close to $100,000. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So obviously the foot fetish obsession is a lot larger than any of us know or are willing to admit, obviously.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's cute. It's a money maker. And it's not even, think about the girls on OnlyFans. You're not even doing that. You're just taking off a sock.
Yeah.
Q92. A little bit of rain falling our way for your Tuesday late afternoon. Until then, clouds on the increase. It's going to be blustery and mild, middle and upper 60s. Overnight, more scattered rain, our low 44. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Later on this hour, due to call for a pair of kayaks, 8 o'clock hour. We have the Rage Room and Kevin Hart tickets to give away, 9 o'clock hour. We'll be talking to the National First Ladies Library. They'll be joining us on the show. They got some new stuff coming.
Yeah, they had that awesome exhibit for Jacqueline Kennedy last year. It's time to announce their new exhibit. Plus, we're going to learn a little bit more about that. It's awesome. I don't think a lot of people know that we actually have a national library right here in Stark County in downtown Canton. It's super cool if you haven't been.
That's coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll be chatting with them live on the show. Again, another chance for you to become a finalist in the 9 o'clock hour, both with the cue to call. And if you go over to the live video feed, it's very simple. On Facebook, YouTube, or X, click the like button, type in Summer Fun in the comments. You do those two things, you have a chance to be made a finalist before we get out of here at the end of the show today. So there's a ton to get to. Ton to do today. Do you guys, I saw this today, the Ohio government, this story is on Q92radio.com, proposing a new bill that would require public schools, I don't believe this is with private schools, to ban social media and prohibit students from using any electronics, including phones, during the school day.
Yeah, I saw that a couple of weeks ago that DeWine was interested in proposing the bill.
Well, Republicans did. Ohio Republicans did, in fact. It is now proposed. So they want the kids to use more of their time concentrating on their schoolwork. They feel phone use is getting a little out of hand in schools. Think we should?
No.
Keep the phones?
Yeah.
Even though they're on them and playing games and stuff during class?
My kids are given time to use their phones. There's allotted times, even during some classes, where they're allowed to get on their phones. If they have completed the task for the classroom, they are allowed to get their phones out.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Well, I find that when you give them boundaries like that, because my kids seem to think it works, knowing that like you can't have it now, but we'll let you know as soon as you can get them out. They don't touch them during curriculum.
Yeah.
Because they know here shortly, as soon as they finish the lesson and what they need to do for that class, that they can check them and get them out. Listen, in today's day and age, and you know, a lot of people might come at me and things like that, but when we went to school, things were so different. In this day and age, with the things that have happened in schools over the past, I would say 6 to 8 years, even, you know, it started a little even longer ago than that. I think it gives them a sense of security to have their phone. You know, we keep talking about mental health in schools and things like that. I say that because that is literally their lifeline to mom and dad. If there were to be an issue or an incident, that is their form of communication. So I feel very strongly that it shouldn't be an issue. Now, if you're warning a kid about using their phone in times when they should not be, fine. And I'll be clear about this too. I don't think elementary age school kids should be allowed to have phones with them in the classroom. I do not believe that middle school aged kids should be allowed to have the phones with them in the classroom.
High school.
I'm talking high school. We're trying to train them to be adults and responsible, respect the rules, follow instruction. I think they're old enough to understand when it's appropriate and when it's not. And if they can't, then that's a different story. But, you know, if your kid carries a cell phone to school and they're in middle school or elementary school, like at least in our district, they were allowed to take them. They just had to be on silent and they had to leave them in their backpack in their locker. So like if they changed classes and needed to text mom or dad, like, hey, I forgot I have practice after school, or hey, you know what I mean? They could do that.
But at your kid's school, they can have them in class. And if they
in
do
the
their
high
work,
school,
they're allowed to be on their phone in class.
Yeah. I told you, I found out recently that Anthony was a huge fan of that Nick DiGiovanni. I had no idea that my son was obsessed with cooking videos, and this one chef in particular he really likes. We ended up getting the cookbook. That's what he does on his phone in study hall when he's done with homework. As he watches cooking videos. I guess it could be worse, right?
Could be very worse.
Right.
Very much worse. So I thought that was interesting to do if they want to do that. Obviously, it's just been proposed. Nothing's been passed. But it's been put by State Representative Tom Young from Washington Township. Dad of 3 said he sees the effects of social media on kids and they have to be watched.
I agree with that.
They want to ban social media too.
Okay, hold on a second though. Hold on a second. I do not believe that it is up to the school district to be on social media. That is on the parent. If you allow your child to be on social media, you need to be paying attention to the content that they're taking in. This is coming from someone. I'm going to say this. This is so weird. It's ironic that this happened. My daughter just joined social media for the first time. She's almost 18 and a half. My children were not allowed to be on social media. My son still is not because he's not old enough. Like and I'm not saying that that's what everybody should do. That's what we chose to do. But I don't believe that it's on the school to say, we don't want you on social media. They can say, we don't want you on your phones. I mean, if they're not allowed to be on their phones, they're not accessing social media during school hours.
Yeah.
But it is not up to the schools to determine whether or not your child is allowed to be on social media. It is up to the parents to make sure that what they're consuming is what they should be consuming.
Now, Parma City School District does prohibit cell phone use in all academic settings. They allow them in common areas of hallways and cafeterias, but not in the classrooms, apparently. So they've already done that in Parma. I did not know that.
This is what I have found just in my own personal parenting and experience with my kids at school. When you trust a kid and you reward them for good behavior and you give them more responsibility, typically they respect that boundary because they want to keep it.
Yeah, you would think. The bill would also block social media sites on school Wi-Fis.
That's fine.
So personal devices like cell phones, computers, headphones, and smartwatches would be banned unless a teacher specifically allows it.
Yeah.
There is an emergency. It is needed for health care if a student has a learning disability.
I'm fine. If they want to block social media sites from the school servers, fine.
Don't some schools already do that?
I believe so. Like most of the kids just use their data and access it from their phone. They don't.
Sure, there's always a workaround.
I'm telling you, these kids are smart. They're not using their Chromebooks and their laptop. You know what I mean? Their school issued laptops to go through the school server to get on social media. They know workarounds. They know how to use their phones.
Yeah. Kids are smart.
What do you think? You didn't weigh in on this.
Because I know kids take advantage of it, and they are on their phones during class. They are Snapchatting during class. They are sending each other stuff I know it happens. So I don't have a problem with not during class, but like in the hallway, cafeteria. I don't want to say playground, but I don't know if there's like an area high school kids go hang out.
I mean, sometimes they had like
when there's
like
cafeteria or something like that. I know in grade school we had recess. I think that's okay in the common areas. Always in between class, check your phone, text your mom back or your dad back. But I mean, I feel like in the classroom, is it so hard to be like, can't have your phone during
some of the teachers will say this is a no cell phone zone. Like put it in the basket or put it in the cubbies in the back. And they just they don't have to like put it in their locker. They just put it in the back of the classroom until learning's over, and then they're allowed to get it.
Yeah,
I think that's fine.
I kind of like what Parma's doing. They're saying common areas, hallways, cafeteria. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
like I said, if there's a courtyard and people get to go and hang out at cafeteria, but I guess I don't have a problem with the one during the class. Like, no, man.
I think it would be unreasonable in this day and age to expect the kids not to take the phones to school at all. I think it would be incredibly unreasonable.
Yeah, I agree. I see some text messages. We'll get to them because I'm going to keep us on time. It's Jack Harlow, Loving on Me. It's Q92. Belle Delphine or Delphine, PH.
DELPHINE.
And she charges subscribers $28 a month. I don't know if that's lira or whatever the hell that sign is next to the money. It's not American dollars. To access her OnlyFans content. As a result of her huge online following, the social media star, whose real name is actually Mary Belle Kirshner, was able to buy her dream 8-bedroom home in the Sussex County side.
I mean,
she went viral when she started selling her bathwater for $24, whatever this increment is, a jar. To her
founder.
You don't seem like you're that impressed by the physical look.
It's got to do with more. It's not somebody from Dasani that's buying these.
Oh.
Yeah.
She should be selling.
Or
looks like she sells cake.
Yeah,
if you're into that. Sounds like Jake's into it.
Hold on a second. More recently, she decided that she was kind of a little bit pixie.
Oh no, that's anime.
Yeah,
the anime stuff.
Yeah,
I'm out. I'm out at anime.
Cotton candy.
Anime. Why am I saying anime?
Oh gosh, we know Jake loves cotton candy.
Cotton candy machine. Jake, I feel like you're a little too happy about this girl right now. Are you a fan, Jake?
I mean, I only saw the no. I mean, no.
Yeah, right.
See, you lose me at anime or anime, whatever. Anime. You lose me at that. And I'm not. I don't know. I'm not into that. That stuff's weird.
You can email her for business inquiries.
Yeah, maybe she'll come to Pickle Fest.
This doesn't make any sense though, because she has 3.1 million followers. She's only posted 91 times.
But is that where they get the link to her?
Maybe.
A lot of times, don't they put that on their Instagram and stuff?
Sweet Lord.
You can get away with a lot on Instagram.
Obviously.
Well, ask Britney Spears.
True. But she always has
She's shirtless with her hands over her nips every day.
Okay, but they're covered.
If she's not dancing with knives.
Ew. Oh.
So anyway.
Further proof.
what anime? Yeah, she's.
Well,
yeah,
it's
she's
not
into-
even anime. What's that called when they furries?
No,
No, furries is when you're full.
that's more of an e-girl.
a what girl?
I'm sorry. What?
E-girl. That's what they call them.
Go
Like
ahead.
internet girl. Like gamers. It's like a thing.
She has ears.
You think that's
So-
that's more of a video
It's
game?
more like a
girl?
role
She
play.
has furry ears.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that.
But I thought furry was full.
Yeah, I think it is.
You're like in a full bear
this-
Yeah,
suit.
that's more like a role play e-girl type of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I think.
she's like on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of girl be on Twitch.
Yeah.
All cute, be like, hi,
Yeah.
thanks for the donation. Yeah, furries I see as someone dressed as like Teddy Ruxpin tackling you.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cavs beat the Orlando Magic last night in round one of the NBA playoffs by a score of 96-86. The Cavs are now up 2-0 in the best-of-7 series. Game 3 is Thursday night in Orlando. Other NBA playoff games last night, the Knicks beat the Sixers. Knicks up 2-0 in that series. And Denver beat the Lakers. The Nuggets up 2-0 in that series. NHL playoffs last night. Toronto beat Boston. That series is now tied at 1 game apiece. Carolina beat the Islanders. Carolina's up 2-0 in that series. Vegas beat Dallas. Vegas takes a 1-0 lead. And Edmonton beat the Kings. Edmonton takes a 1-0 lead in that series. The Guardians are back in action tonight at home as they take on the Boston Red Sox. First pitch is 6:10. Ben Lively will be on the mound for the Guardians, who are 16-6 on the season. And finally, the Akron Rubber Ducks play Altoona on the road tonight at 6 p.m. The Ducks 7-8 on the season. That's a look at sports right here on today's hit music Q92. I always tell you I can't tell if my not daughter's boyfriend's emo.
Yeah.
The struggle does continue.
Oh, did something else happen to confuse you?
No, he came over again. Was it Sunday? He came over to pick her up. He got home from Florida, and they had seen each other in Florida for spring break. So it had been a good day since they saw each other. I get it.
Right, yeah.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
It does.
He came to pick her up, but again, black pants, black shirt, black hoodie, zip up, black shoes, black hair.
Was he tan?
I don't think so. She said he was. He looked emo. $7:34 right here on today's hit music. Q92, Q to call for kayaks coming up. Be listening for that. Rage Brew in the 8 o'clock hour. Kevin Hart tickets in the 8 o'clock hour. 9 o'clock hour. More kayak finalist opportunities. And we'll be speaking with our friends at the National First Ladies Library and Museum. Will be joining us around 9:15. We got a lot. It's a busy week here at Q92. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. We're talking about the story. It's on Q92radio.com, our website, by the way. Great website. Where you go to listen to us. You're streaming us the audio of the show right now. I'm looking at a lot of you are. Appreciate you guys are doing that every day. Ohio lawmakers proposing banning social media, phones, and computers in classes. We're talking about that. Lauren and I were discussing that. And we're talking about Parma already has something in place where they prohibit cell phone use in all academic settings, but allow them in all common areas, hallways, cafeterias, things like that. Yeah, like I guess what you call the common area.
Yeah,
I think a lot of schools have those.
Well, like for us, the commons is like the cafeteria area, but they also have like study halls in there.
It was one of those schools we did Students for Sobriety, and they had like a big old, was it lake? They had a big old common area.
They had the steps of collaboration, the SCOB. Remember that?
Yeah, it was real nice. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, look at this. Like a cool college lounge you'd find.
Yeah, it was something like that. But it was really cool because they have that big, beautiful new high school that open concepts.
It's very nice.
Adjacent learning areas so they can learn together. Cool.
A couple texts. I'm all for keeping phones in class. The state's trying to step on our parents' toes, someone said. Lauren's 100% correct. I'm extremely against social media and YouTube and all that crap. All that crap. I think the bill is ridiculous. DeWine needs to get out of... Well,
He needs to not weigh in on this.
Okay. I'd be a little more concerned with getting clean water. Helping people affected by the train derailment.
Yeah, that's important.
I'm so torn on this. I think the kids need their phones on them at all times for emergency purposes. If teachers take phones during class, emergency situation occurs, the last thing on their mind would be to pass out cell phones.
Touche.
So I think they're needed for that. However, I also don't like phones in schools due to bullying. Kids taking videos and pictures of others to make fun of them, doing stupid crap at school for TikTok views. I think phones in schools has played a big role in bullying.
Here's the thing with that. I couldn't agree with you more. I think you're 100% right. And while you can't control what other parents allow their children to do, there's one simple solution that we all keep forgetting about. Don't allow your kid on social media. Or set it so that you're the email address, so every time they get a new follower, you know who is following them. Screen their social media. Just because they're teenagers does not mean that we cannot look at their phones. My thing is you don't have to do a daily search. You don't have to do anything or be, over the top about that or anything like that. But be open and honest with your kid. Like, listen, I pay for your phone. That is not your phone. You get to use it. That is a privilege. That could be my phone in literally 2 seconds flat, and you don't need to get it back. I mean, it's about monitoring. I get it. Kids can be cruel and ruthless, and I think it's horrible. I agree with you that social media has been, I believe, has been a big catalyst for bullying.
Would you be cool with what Parma does?
Yeah, I think that would be okay. I think that they should be. I think if they are seen with a phone,
like during class,
then the phone should be taken and given back to the parent.
Yeah, I kind of like what Parma's done. I mean, I did a brief read. Do I know every detail what they're doing? But I like that. No, during class, man, and no, you're in the hallway. Okay, you're a cafeteria at lunch. Okay, and if I catch you with it during class, there should be a punishment. I feel. More text coming in. We're good. I put a poll question up on X.
Yeah.
People are actually voting on it.
Good.
Weird.
These are our children. We should have a say in what's going on with them.
Should Ohio schools ban social media and phones from students during school? Surprise, 82.4% say yes. 17.6% say no.
That's on the poll so far.
That's on the poll so far.
That's so far.
Feel free to go vote. Change it if you want. I was giving a phone number. Go over to X, at Q92 on X, also where you can watch the show. I say no cell phones allowed in any schools. It's a huge distraction.
Okay.
I want to be able to get a hold of my child whenever I want to, especially when they are in a lockdown.
100%. We've been in a similar situation. It was very reassuring to hear from my kids, be like, everything's cool where we're at. Everything's fine, and I think it quelled their anxiety as much as it did ours. I mean, I don't know about being able to reach them anytime. If they're doing fractions, I don't expect them to text me back. But if I know that I can text either of my kids and be like, hey, when you get this message, let me know what time you have practice. Or, you know what I mean? Like, and they will. They'll get back to me.
We wouldn't be talking about this unless some ruined it for all.
There's always one.
Amen, Lauren. You couldn't have said it any better. We have Family Link on my kids' phones. We see everything they do. My 14-year-old is very mature, so we allowed Instagram, but it's heavily monitored and she is private. School should be able to tell them no phones during class unless teachers allow them during downtime.
Yeah.
Interesting. Again, it's just proposed. It's not. This is nothing that's passed.
I feel like they're really gunning for it, though, because they spoke about this 3 to 4 weeks ago when it first kind of came out. And I keep seeing it kind of
And now it got actually
back.
brought.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Now it actually got put together.
I feel like it could end up being a thing. I don't necessarily agree with it. I mean, us as parents, we can't give up our parental rights. And I think it's your right to decide whether or not your child is mature enough for social media. So that part, I have no problem with the schools blocking the sites because you shouldn't be using the school internet for those types of things.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think that no matter how old you are, I don't care what it was like when you went to school. We did not grow up the same way these kids have. And again, with mental health, with everything that's happened in the schools, the way that the school environment's changed, I think it would do more harm than good for a lot of students.
Someone texts, is this really Ohio's biggest issue?
I know, right?
But it is.
Unfortunately,
an issue.
though, it is an issue, and it could have an impact on our kids.
Yeah, it's something that is now, like Lauren just said, that went from being just talk to now a bill's been proposed for them to go over and maybe vote on. So I think if you have a kid in school, I think it's interesting to you or something to look up or just know what's going on, just in my opinion. While I can monitor and or deny social media from my own children, that doesn't prevent the issue of other children who do have socials bullying my child online.
I don't think that I think that's a bigger issue. I think that's something you're going to have to, because regardless of whether or not they be on social media, they can still take those pictures if they have phones on them at all. So you're saying you want them to not take the phones at all to school with them. See what I'm saying? Because that's the only way that you could quell any of that. It comes down to educating our children. It comes down to monitoring. And when I say monitoring our children, I'm not just saying monitoring them to see if they're being bullied. I'm making sure I'm monitoring my child to make sure they're not the bully. It goes both ways.
Oh, if I ever found out Jimmy was bullying someone, I'll tell you what.
My kids know that there would be a holy wrath this phone debate would be nothing.
Jimmy would feel the spirit of JW, my father. He would feel the spirit of my father.
He would be exercising it through you.
Somehow my father would come through more than ever before through my body, because that is one thing I think, listen, Laniella, you never know until you're in the situation, but I'm pretty damn confident. In the words of Negan from Walking Dead, I would shut that blank down so fast.
Absolutely.
If I ever found out he was truly bullying someone.
Do you know what I found out, though, through the years?
Oh, would that make...
Most of the time when you're dealing with a kid who's bullying, let's put it this way. Sometimes the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree. So it's very hard to work with a parent who has the same mindset, because that's where their child has learned it.
No, that can be very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Real quick, my 13-year-old is not allowed to change her phone password. I do not spot check. Oh, and I do spot check whenever I feel like it. She's a good kid, and I trust her. But you still never know.
That's right. You don't. I mean, you have to. My kids, if I found out they changed their lock screen, the phone's mine.
I understand social media and that this is something that individual schools should have a policy and adjust as needed. Well, I think that's something that Parma did.
Yeah, well, and I think even our school district has a policy, like you're allowed to have your phones when you're asked to put them away. They need to be put away. During learning time, you're not allowed to have them unless your teacher has said in your free time, once you complete the assignment, it's okay.
I think schools in each classroom should have a Faraday cage. Everybody, as soon as they come in, puts their phone in.
They did have something like that in the back of the classrooms a couple of years ago, where everybody who came in kind of had it was like a cubby. You know what I mean? Like everybody kind of had and they kind of just put it in there and you can grab it on your way out.
In my experience, if the kid's an a-hole, the parents are an a-hole.
That's what I was really trying to say. I mean, you just didn't beat around the bush.
I think too many parents are trying to be their kids' friends. I'm the mom whose daughter is in eighth. Asked her about boy advice from Friday. I have extremely strict phone rules. I have to approve each app. She has limited time on the app, and she is allowed any social media app. Nothing she can communicate with others, even Roblox. I don't agree with the taking of phones. I think people need to parent, and this would not be an issue. Another text, you're absolutely correct, Lauren. I witnessed an incident like that, and the parent always blamed the other kid versus the one starting the bullying.
It's so difficult. Bullying is a whole separate issue. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Phones make it worse, but they're going to have it on them before and after school. The same thing's going to happen. I don't know that taking it from them is going to cut it down. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. We have to address that as a separate issue.
We'll keep an eye on where this bill goes. And you know what I mean? If it passes, things like that. But again, if you want to read about it, that we're talking about this hour, go over to Q92radio.com. Right there on the homepage, you can read about it. Katy Perry, I Kissed a Girl, finalist for the kayaks, coming up on Q. If you swallow chewing gum, it will stay in your stomach for 7 years. I was absolutely told that.
Okay, so I wasn't told that it was staying there for 7 years, but my great grandmother used to tell us that if we swallowed gum, our insides would stick together, and if we swallowed watermelon seeds, a watermelon would grow in our stomach.
Oh, I used to think that too.
Yeah,
I used to think I could grow fruit in my stomach.
You thought you could grow fruit in your stomach?
Yeah.
I mean, you're like 5. You don't know any better.
Multiple fruits?
Yeah. Well, like I never actually had one, so I guess multiple fruits.
So you thought if you swallowed any type of fruit seed, that fruit would then grow in your stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was totally told that by my great grandmother.
I did think that.
All right, you want to hear a weird, gross one?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I mean a kid. This is going to be kind of gross. I used to think my testicles were stuffed shells. Not going to lie.
Sorry, what?
I thought they were stuffed shells that I must have eaten and dropped down there. I can't make that up.
What the heck is wrong with
I don't know. Y'all were talking about that. The growing fruit's fine, but I can't have stuffed shells in my balls? Okay, that's the line? I didn't know. That's a fun fact I don't think I've ever said in this show before. I've said a lot. I used to think they were stuffed shells, and I must have swallowed them, and they went down the wrong place, and
That's where they decided to congregate?
well, I guess I got stuffed shells and
Get a hole in your stomach, so they went there.
Don't even remember eating them, but boom, they caught them both, I guess. That's where they're going to stay. Fun facts, everyone. That is 100% true. I am in no way making that up.
I can't believe you shared that.
Yeah, sure did. I'm pretty much married, got a kid. I'm good.
I know.
How to win.
Call now to win a pair of kayaks with Stark Parks and Q92.
There is your cue to call. Want to become a finalist for a chance to win kayak just in time for the summer? We're giving away two this Thursday. Can't win unless you're a finalist. 330-450-9292. Caller 10. Good luck. They had like a list of things you don't realize you do that annoy your neighbors. And I was going through a list. It's pretty standard. It's a lot of things that I think we've all experienced neighbors doing, or we've even maybe done ourselves.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mowing your lawn late at night or early in the morning. Letting your dogs go in the neighbor's yard and poop. And, you know what I mean? Not taking care of that or not cleaning up the poop.
Yeah.
Things like letting your kids play in the street all day. Going overboard for holidays.
That's my yard. Mind your business.
Tree debris or grass debris, not putting the grass clippings out in the street or letting your leaves go into your neighbor's yard or raking them into your neighbor's yard, things like that.
Yeah.
Parking issues, people who park on the street and other people don't like it or not allowed to do it, but they do it anyway. Basic stuff. And it got me thinking, doesn't mean you don't like your neighbors.
Right.
But what is something your neighbor does that annoys you? or you don't like, you wish they didn't do. Again, doesn't necessarily, you might hate your neighbors, I get it. But you might not hate them at all, but they do this one thing, and you're like, yeah, I really wish you guys didn't do that. like mine is just because I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't be outside when I pull in to talk to me.
That's funny.
When I pull in, I just want to go in my house.
Oh, I
It
know.
has nothing to do. They're lovely. I have great neighbors on both sides.
I know that, but you're similar here. Like, don't talk to me. I just want to leave.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go. I want to get in my. I just pulled in. I just got home. I want to just, I'm going to get the mail, and I said like, oh, I'll pull in. They'll laugh because we'll pull in, and you'll hear. I'll go, oh, if one of them's outside, like,
Are your windows ever down?
here we go. No, I'm not like that rude. And I have great neighbors on both sides. Awesome. It has nothing to do with them as persons. It has to do with me being a weirdo and not wanting to associate with humans.
Yeah, I don't mind that. We have awesome neighbors on our one side. Like, we're very good friends with them. Our kids babysit, house sit. We just got done fish sitting yesterday for them. They're amazing. We could not ask for better neighbors.
You know what I love about our sister station, AM 1310 WDPN?
That it smacks.
Q92.
A little bit of rain falling our way for your Tuesday late afternoon. Until then, clouds on the increase. It's going to be blustery and mild, middle and upper 60s. Overnight, more scattered rain, our low 44. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
To be fair, my son's allergic to fish. We only know that because he got.
Congrats to our newest Q92 finalist.
Guess congratulations are in order.
Q92, hello, who is this?
Hi, it's Deb.
Where are you calling from, Deb?
Canton, Ohio.
All right, congratulations. You're caller 10. You're our latest finalist.
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome, Deb. You are now in the running. You could be headed into summer with a pair of kayaks just in time for summer. You can hit the water with a friend, all courtesy of our friends at Stark Parks. That is your destination for summer fun. Tell everybody your favorite station making you a finalist.
Q92.
All right, Deb is a finalist. She's in there. We've gotten 2 so far today. Tim from Malvern, Deb from Delroy. They both now are finalists for the kayaks we're giving away Thursday morning here on the show. All right, come up in the 8 o'clock hour. It's the Q92 Rage Room where we get things off our chest, things that are annoying us, things that piss us off, things that get our goats. Very simple. You can call in at 330-450-9292. You can text in 330-269-9292 as well, or even put your rage on the comments on Facebook, YouTube, and X on the live video feed of the show. Excuse me. We also have Kevin Hart tickets we're giving away into the 8 o'clock hour. So that's coming up. Start texting in your rage. We're going to get to it here. And Kevin Hart tickets in the 8 o'clock hour. It's 7:56. It's Walk the Moon, Shut Up and Dance. It's Q92. Met my wife on Bumble in 2017. Jake reminds me of the I Like Turtles kid for some reason. Good morning, random Swifty girl here. Good morning. Hope y'all have a great day. Thank you. Good morning from dental assistant Kayla. Have a great day. You have a great day, Kayla. Jake, back to your so you were on every dating app, which we've talked about. This isn't necessarily new.
Right.
I realize but I'm just curious, why was Tinder one you were like, out of all of them, why was Tinder one you're like, you know what, I'm not doing that one? I'm curious why that one was the no.
Well, I think there's 2 real reasons. Reason one, I knew what Tinder was. I think I was looking for something more than just
A booty
Tinder.
call?
Yeah.
Right.
Were you ever just looking for that?
Not really. Like,
Look at you.
something in my head.
So proud of
Like
you.
something in my head was like, you know, that would be fun, but
yeah, it would.
but
It'd
you
be
know,
fun if we could do it again.
Yeah,
But-
it would
More
be
than
fun.
once?
yeah, but like I just wanted, you know, a relationship. But another reason was I had an ex that was on Tinder,
Okay.
and I just didn't want her to know that like I was on there.
Like, what if you matched?
Yeah, like I don't think she would have matched with me, but she was also on for like different reasons. Like she would swipe and like make fun of guys. Like she would like, you know, even like when she was in a relationship, like she would still be on it.
Wow.
Not to like
Wow. What did you just say?
I think we were dating and she was still on it, but she wasn't like actively like looking for anybody, but she was just like swiping and like make fun of people. Yeah,
Jake,
I mean that
Jake, do you know what color that flag is?
yeah, well, you know.
Okay.
Do you know how hard Christian's waving it right now?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware. Don't worry. That
Is she still on it?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to her in years.
I think we should ask.
I haven't talked to her. That relationship lasted like maybe weeks.
Could you find
it
her?
wasn't
Oh, no,
She
this
was-
isn't Star.
No.
Jesus Christ.
No,
I
he
was
said
like,
it was another relationship.
Yeah,
I
no.
was like, what are we doing here?
No.
All right. We're back. Music's back. Okay. All right. Ooh. I thought you were telling me Star's still on Bumble.
No.
I was like, this cannot be happening. My heart almost stopped.
No, if it was her, I would have been like, you need to bring her in again. I need to talk to her.
This is no good. Yeah, well, no, yeah. If rule of thumb, I think if the girl or guy you're dating is still on dating apps after you've been dating, I think there's a problem.
There is a problem.
Yeah. Now, sometimes you start dating someone, you're still on it. You went on a
But
couple
if
dates.
it's casual and you know
Yeah.
he's kind of dating other people too, then
Exactly.
that's fine.
But when you decide, hey, let's see where this goes. Let's
Then
date.
it's time to take the app off the phone
It's
for a
time
while.
to delete the app. Yeah. Thank God, man. I thought you were saying something.
No.
Okay, so you really weren't interested in just that.
Yeah,
He's a good
I wasn't
boy.
about that
What
one.
kind of success rate did you have with Farmers Only? All
Oh
jokes
no, I
aside,
had zero luck on any of those
were
except
there
for
a lot of hot girls on that?
not really. There was a lot of older women on those sites.
On which
Really?
one specifically?
Farmers Only, Plenty of Fish.
Okay, I get Plenty of Fish because that's Christian based too.
Yeah, I
And I
just
feel like once you get a certain age, like you don't want to deal with all the Tinder chaos. Like you want something more serious.
I feel like Plenty of Fish started out faith-based.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
then it
sure.
kind of took a turn towards Methville. You know what I mean?
I don't know about Methville, but how would you know?
Maybe not meth.
How would you know?
That's one I didn't do. That's
okay,
one I
then
never
double. How would you know?
did. It's just that one just kind of felt dirty. to
You
me.
also said this about eBay, so I don't know what your batting average is
Touche.
here.
Touche.
You too.
Let me see here. Oh, quick shout out to Jake. I've been catching myself saying, "Kay, love you, bye," when leaving social situations.
Oh, I just giggled. Did you hear his high pitched
go.
little?
Yeah.
"Kay, love you, bye." Yeah. It happens every day around 9:55.
It does.
Catch it today if you like. Blue-eyed country girl checking in. Jake seems like a clean guy.
Hold on. He's turning on the mic for this one.
Sorry, what?
I'm just reading what it says. It says, blue-eyed country girl checking in. Jake seems like a clean guy. How did he meet Star?
I met Star on Bumble.
Bumble's the way to go if you're a guy, I'm telling you. That's the way to go. Because the girl has to initiate any correspondence.
So you know she's interested. That's real nice for you guys.
She's interested at least enough to say hello. Can you ruin that immediately? Sure you can. But I mean, at least you know she thought enough to at least say hello.
Right.
So I think Bumble's the way to go. If you're a guy and you're looking that route, and trust me, your boy has been on Bumble. Go with Bumble. I mean, Tinder's fine. Tinder works, but I feel like Bumble's better. If you're not to be all, but I think if you're actually looking for something, not just a little.
I gotcha.
I think Bumble is the better way to go.
Like if
Do
you're
you agree
looking-
or disagree?
I agree.
Like if you're looking for an
Yeah,
actual
I
relationship.
refuse. I was on all the dating apps, but I did refuse to get Tinder.
You never did.
I
Tinder?
never did Tinder.
Never.
Wow.
Never.
And you were on everything.
You didn't even get in there just out
I
of
was
curiosity?
I was on Christian Mingle, but I was not on Tinder.
Now, we'll get. Oh man, I hate.
It's a good old boy that you can take home to mom.
That's just interesting. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit more. But I have to keep us on time, which I already haven't done. Thanks for the signal, Jake.
Well, you were asking him about his
God.
dating life.
Get us all in trouble. The early 40s are when typical Americans start noticing telltale signs of aging, including gray hair and joints that begin cracking. Interesting.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. Thank God. I don't have gray hairs yet.
None at all.
No.
Really? That's interesting.
And I mean, like, I need to get I would see it still in my roots. Like, I'm due for my hair to get done in the next week, but I would see it and I don't. But here's the thing, too. My mom was in her early 60s before she started getting some gray hairs. So I'm hoping I take after her in that regard.
Yeah. I know girls that start getting gray. I wouldn't say gray hair, but like strands.
Oh, when we got married, one of my bridesmaids had to get her hair dyed right before the wedding because she was showing grays. She was in her 20s.
See, that's yeah.
I mean, her mom started going gray early, too.
I swear, and I have no scientific way to back this up or prove this. I swear to you, my chin and my goatee now is pretty much gray, and it sucks. But I feel like it'd be such a douchey thing to go get like
Just for men.
yeah, and start dyeing my because I like kind of having some facial hair.
No, that's my husband. He's great too, and he's the same way you are. He's like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, I'm like
I'm
not,
okay with the salt and pepper look.
I'm not gonna come in one day and all of a sudden have dark brown face.
I know, be like, whoa.
Nope, this is me. It's always been me.
I would die if you walked in here.
Nothing to see
I don't know
here.
if I could look at you all morning like
But listen,
that.
and again, I have nothing to prove this with. Nothing to back this up with. This is me talking out of my ass. I swear to you, the gray in my chin part overnight after I had COVID.
Hey, you know
And
what?
I have nothing to prove that with.
No, I get that though.
But I'm telling you, I had a little, but you'd almost have to be up close.
It could have been coincidental, or it could have been that. Who knows?
When I got COVID in the height of COVID,
right?
Not the second time I got
when you were like,
I swear to you, after I got over COVID, like in a week, I looked in the mirror and went, "What in the blue hell?" Like cheese and rice.
Canton, it's time to wake up with your live and local morning show.
The Morning Show.
You're listening to Christian and Lauren in the morning on Q92.
.06 right here on today's Hit Music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your Tuesday morning. Live on your radio, streaming audio at Q92radio.com. And, of course, you can watch the show live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Any way you're checking us out, thank you. We appreciate it. Do not forget, we are still getting 2 more finalists for the kayak contest. We're giving away 2 kayaks on Thursday with our friends at Stark Parks. All you got to do, listen for the cue to call in the 9 o'clock hour, but we're also giving you a chance to become a finalist by watching the show. Go over to the live video feed on YouTube, Facebook, or X. Click the like button, put Summer Fun in the comments section. If you do those 2 things, you are eligible to be picked as a finalist at the very end of the show. So do that now. Why wait? Big thank you to Kimball Cycling and Disposal done right there, the sponsor of the live video stream here in the 8 o'clock hour. So big shout out to Kimball. And now it is 8 o'clock. It is Tuesday, so that means it's time to go to the Rage Room. The Rage Room is where we go every Tuesday. We set an hour of the show aside every week this time. For everyone to get things off their chest, things that are annoying you, things that are making you angry, things that are ticking you off. Feel better when you get it off your chest. So now is your chance to do that. I'd like to Rage Room myself.
I got one too.
Yesterday, went to watch the Cavs game. Made a little bit of an error. Well, I canceled Bally Sports because I was like, okay, I only bought Bally Sports.
Because the Guardians?
I can't watch them. They don't allow you to stream the Guardians.
Okay.
Because they're stupid.
Oh.
I said it. But you can watch Cavs games too.
Okay.
So I can watch Cavs games only. $20 a month to watch Cavs games only.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, the regular season's over. All the playoff games are on national television. Screw you guys. I canceled Bally Sports. Then yesterday I go home and they're like, tonight's game on NBA TV. I'm like, great. YouTube TV has NBA TV.
Yeah.
Let's go, Cavs.
We had it on that.
7 o'clock, I click the boop. It says, this game is blacked out locally.
We had it.
Because of Bally Sports on YouTube TV.
We had it. I mean,
YouTube TV?
Yeah, when we were going to bed
wasn't blacked out?
When I was going to bed last night, my husband had it on and was watching it with Anthony.
On YouTube TV?
Yes. We do not have Bally Sports.
What?
You're in Youngstown, so maybe it was blacked out for you, but it wasn't for us.
And my buddy Steve and Howland, he put the same thing in
you guys are all out that way.
Son of a bitch. So both of us could not watch the Cavs.
We had it on.
She's like, sign back. And Jamie's like, just sign back up. I was like, I'm not giving them 20 more bucks.
I'm texting him because I want to make sure I'm right, but I know I am.
I could, and guess what? Game 3's on NBA TV. So I'm like, no, I can't watch game. Like, what is that? So rage against myself for canceling my Bally Sports Plus a little too early. And my pride won't let me re-up it for $20. And why can't you stream the Guardians game? Stupid with 2 O's. That's my rage on myself. And, Bally Sports, adjacent to Bally Sports, you guys stink. You guys post on social. I love reading the comments. Everyone just buries you.
I popped my head into the family room, and that's what game was. Now, was it highlights or was it the actual game? The game was on the TV. So that's why I'm asking for him to clarify.
That's my range. I couldn't watch the Cavs playoff game because I canceled Bally Sports a little too early. What's your range?
My rage, you already kind of know what my rage is. My rage is trying to be proactive for my children, making sure they have everything that they need, and then finding out literally after you've called your son into the kitchen and handed him a permission slip that's due the next day in order to get out of school early because it's state testing day. Getting a text message at 5 minutes before 7 in the morning that he forgot said permission slip that I put in his hand and told him to turn in and put in his book bag and turn in the next day. That's my rage.
That's a teenager, dude. They do that.
Yeah. My husband actually texted, make him stay at school. If I have to run this down, he's a dead man.
Yeah. Enjoy the full day. Good Lord. Jake, who I don't think we've heard from once this morning.
I was wrong. It was highlights. So maybe that's.
So you can watch.
He said, no, we were watching highlights. So maybe you were right. Sorry. I thought it was because they were on YouTube TV. I knew that.
Oh, it said it. I was like, you cool. Click the button on the old remote, and it was like, this is blacked out. I was like, oh, Bally Sports, you get me still, even though I've canceled you.
Yeah.
Curses! Like Skeletor. Ah! Jake, any rage?
I don't think so. I'm good today.
Got nothing.
Good today?
No. Yeah.
Okay, you all right over there?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just very tired.
He's very quiet today. I think I've heard him say.
I think it's the first time you talked to the microphone.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I just leave you alone?
No, I'm okay. I'm just tired.
Why?
I don't know.
Did you go to bed real late?
Yeah.
No, not later than I usually do.
Which is.
Like 11:30.
That's not terrible.
It is when you get up and.
I do that.
Well, what time do you get up? I get up at
6-ish.
4:45. Yeah.
6-ish.
How long's your drive here?
30 minutes.
Yeah. He's not. I don't think we're terribly far apart. We're just kind of different directions. I'm closer to Green, like on the other side of the airport, and you're out more towards Maslin and Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe your rage is that you're not well rested.
Yeah, that's my rage.
But you
I'm tired of being tired.
Tired of being tired.
Do you take a multivitamin?
I do now that the ones that you sent me, I actually bought those and I take
Okay,
them.
good. The All E for men.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Drink? An energy drink, maybe?
5
hour?
Do you like coffee?
No, I don't like coffee. I've had the energy drink sometimes. I'm not a huge.
What about just like the shot, like the 5 hour energy
That's
shot?
not good for your heart.
Yeah, I've never done that. Those scare me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I may you wake up. I love your hoodie.
Oh, thank you.
The lone wolf.
Oh, look at it.
My wolf.
Reminds me of Raging Wolf Bob's at Geauga
He's
Lake.
like, ow, 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 this morning.
Jake is sick and tired of being sick and tired on the text line.
He is.
More rage in the text line. We'll get to it. Keep sending in your rage now that you've heard ours, and we'll get to it. Rage Room, the 8 o'clock hour on a Tuesday, plus Kevin Hart tickets. Right now, it's Beyonce, Texas Hold'em. It's Q92. We'll see. Great doctor. Love. Fun thing. He's from Canfield.
Mm-hmm.
Married a Jackson girl.
Get out of town.
We were making small talk at the front desk, and he was saying, and I was like, "You got yourself a Jackson girl?"
Good
He's
for
like,
you.
You know about Jackson? I go, "Do I know about Jackson?" Got you a polar bear wife, huh?
Yeah,
Real nice girl, pretty. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, you're a doctor, so I mean,
Right. I mean, you kind of put that there.
this is Olga. No,
It increases your audience selection.
yeah. The more higher on the tax bracket, the more likely you are to attract the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Either
probably.
way, like I said, I root for Jamie every day. I'm like 2 promotions, maybe 1 more promotion away from being a stay-at-home dad.
She better slow her roll.
I'm telling you,
Son.
she just got this one. But
I know.
I'm like, come on. I will gladly take that damn kid to school every day. Gladly. It's a dream. Put on Sports Center and
I hear what you're
do,
saying.
Do laundry while I'm listening to sports talk. Mop the floors. It'll be Danny Tanner Central when you come to my house.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, and I think it's a wonderful dream. However, I will caution you because I have a friend whose husband did that and got very burnt out very quick. He was
How many
very
kids?
lonely. 3.
So we had to get 3 kids up every day, 3 kids to school.
Yes, and they
go
did it
pick
on the
up.
heels of having their 3rd child. Like they had the other 2.
Oh my God! So we had a newborn.
Ish. When she went back to work, she took extra time off. So I think when she went back to work, the
Well,
youngest was around 5 months.
You can't leave a 5-month-old. I can't leave a 7-month-old unattended forever.
Well, I understand that, but they're also not mobile either. So you can still do what you need to do and have them there in their bouncer or their swing or.
So close. It's crazy. He's so close.
Yeah.
I think he'll be crawling back.
Is he doing the rock? Where he's like, I want to go.
No, he scoots.
I want to go. I don't know how.
And he can turn himself around 360. Like
Yeah.
he can totally turn himself around, but he still just can't. And I know when he figures it out, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, it won't be long.
He's just gone.
Yep.
And it'll be
And
nothing
usually once they become mobile, they don't want to be held very often.
Well, I like holding him, so you're tough luck. I like holding my kids.
I knew that. That's why I brought that up. I was just.
Do women want gentle men? Or don't you still want the bad boys?
I mean,
Do
I
you want
don't know about a
gentle
bad
man?
boy, but you don't want to push over either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would really like you girls just to do that. Text your man that, and then text back whatever the hell they write back. I'm just curious, or just tell us what he wrote back. I'm very curious. I mean, I guess that would be a good compliment to get, I suppose.
Should I add a heart emoji?
No, don't overdo it.
No, okay.
Don't overdo it. I was listening. This isn't going to work.
He's not listening.
They had like a list of things you don't realize you do that annoy your neighbors. And I was going through a list. It's pretty standard. It's a lot of things that I think we've all experienced neighbors doing, or we've even maybe done ourselves.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mowing your lawn late at night or early in the morning. Not letting your dogs go in the neighbor's yard and poop. And, you know what I mean? Not taking care of that, or not cleaning up the poop.
Yeah.
Things like letting your kids play in the street all day. Going overboard for holidays.
That's my yard. Mind your business.
Tree debris or grass debris, not, putting the grass clippings out in the street, or letting your leaves go into your neighbor's yard, or raking them into your neighbor's yard, things like that.
Yeah. Parking
issues, people who park on the street and other people don't like it or are not allowed to do it, but they do it anyway. Basic stuff. And it got me thinking, like, doesn't mean you don't like your neighbors.
Right.
But what is something your neighbor does that annoys you or you don't like, you wish they didn't do? Again, doesn't necessarily, you might hate your neighbors. I get it. But you might not hate them at all, but they do this one thing. You're like, yeah, I really wish you guys didn't do that. like mine is just because I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't be outside when I pull in to talk to me.
That's funny.
When I pull in, I just want to go in my house.
Oh, I
and
know.
It has nothing to do. They're lovely. I have great neighbors on both sides.
I know that, but you're similar here. Like, don't talk to me. I just want to leave.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go. I want to get I just pulled in. I just got home. I want to just, and I'm going to get the mail, and I said, like, oh, I'll pull in. They'll laugh because we'll pull in, and you'll hear, I'll go, oh, if one of them's outside, like,
are your windows ever down?
Here we go. No, I'm not like that rude. And I have great neighbors on both sides. Awesome. It has nothing to do with them as persons. It has to do with me being a weirdo and not wanting to associate with humans.
Yeah, I don't mind that. We have awesome neighbors on our one side. Like, we're very good friends with them. Our kids babysit, house sit. We just got done fish sitting yesterday for them. They're amazing. We could not ask for better neighbors.
You could.
Everybody else, like, they're fine. Like, we don't talk to all of our neighbors all of the time, but if we see them, it's like, hello,
Yeah.
There's one neighbor, though, in particular, and it's not even anything that they do that gets on my nerves. I'm perplexed by it. Both he and his wife have to pull into the garage backwards. They have
Does he have a truck?
to back in.
Dodge Ram?
Oh my God, I think he does.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's a truck, but I don't know what make it is. I'm going to look today.
Either an F-150 or a Dodge Ram.
They are so nice, but I cannot figure out why we have to make it a point to back in. It perplexes me. It has for years. I don't know.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local. Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
A little bit of rain falling our way for your Tuesday late afternoon. Until then, clouds on the increase. It's going to be blustery and mild, middle and upper 60s. Overnight, more scattered rain, our low 44. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
.823. We are about 7 minutes away from a look at sports. We have Kevin Hart tickets to give away as well this hour. I would keep listening for that cue to call me. Caller number 10 when we hit that button. But it's Q92 Rage Room because it is Tuesday, 8 o'clock hour, so let's go back to it. All right, let's see what we got here. When you have to wear a hat for work and your hair looks like crap the rest of the day, hashtag Rage Room. Amen, sister.
Christian empathizes.
I can't do anything with this thing. Let me see. Rager. Moms who only volunteer for personal gain versus volunteering for all the kids, not just theirs.
I mean, are we talking about room mom or are we talking about... What are we talking about?
Are you just saying like someone like volunteering like for the clout as opposed to for the goodness?
Right. It's like I wouldn't... I think it would be weird if I volunteered for something my kids weren't involved in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, who's this random parent whose kid's hers?
Sir, you can leave.
She doesn't have a kid in this class. You know what I mean? Like, it would be weird.
Yep. Christian asked Jake if he went to sleep when he went to bed. Hashtag
That's
star.
fair. Yeah.
I think so, but I haven't been having trouble sleeping lately. I keep waking up, so maybe that has something to do with it.
You had problems sleeping, period? Like, no matter what, whether you're working or not?
I don't know. Not usually, but like recently, yeah.
You know what I've done? I want you to try this tonight
Okay.
because I would go back to bed. Stop.
Love that we get two answers to every question.
This is
No, but yes.
I know. This is what you need to do tonight. You need to download the Calm app.
Okay.
Okay. And you need to put your phone down and turn your TV off. And you have to turn it to thunderstorm, not rolling thunderstorm, just thunderstorm.
Just thunderstorm.
And give it like 10 minutes. I think part of our problems is like I'm guilty of it too. I lay down in bed and I start scrolling social media because I'm in bed. I'm the only one back there. Like I have a moment. Like those memes that are very real for me that are like when my husband comes to bed, not me scrolling for the past 3 hours saying I went to bed 3 hours ago. That's me. I keep myself up because I get sucked into something. So I'm trying to do a better job of like putting everything down and not even allowing the TV to be on. So I get like tired faster and fall asleep faster.
That makes sense.
Do you fall asleep with the TV on?
No.
You literally just go crash.
Yeah. Takes me some while sometimes, but
Do you have a sound machine?
No.
That might be
A
part of the
Miami
problem.
sound machine?
I could not go to sleep if it is just dead silent. Do you put music on?
well, I'll play on my phone before I go to bed, but like I don't keep anything on. Like I don't have a TV in my room.
Dude,
so
I used
don't
to fall asleep to war movies till I got yelled at. I'm not allowed to anymore.
That is a little jarring.
I would go to sleep to like Saving Private Ryan.
Who does that?
I would like to fall asleep with a movie I really like, or Gladiator.
Oh, we get to hear Maximus Decimus Meridius
I can't fall asleep till I hear that speech.
running to battle, and you're
Father
does
to a
that?
murdered son, husband to a murdered wife.
Yeah.
And I shall have my vengeance
it was a good movie.
in this life or the next.
Not gonna lie.
Oh,
But
it's
that's
one of the-
another reason I would never fall asleep to it because it would suck me in. I would never be able to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I've even done the whole like opening my eye just to see the scene.
I'll go through a movie phase where I use the same movie for a while, and it also drives her crazy. Like I used Elvis for probably a good month.
Oh wow.
I was using the Stone Cold podcast interview with Cody Rhodes for a while. I just put on the same thing, and then for a while it was Moneyball. I
Oh,
would
that's a
fall
good
asleep to
movie.
Moneyball because no gunshots.
Is that the one like baseball movie that's about calculations?
Yep.
Isn't Jonah Hill in that? Like a young Jonah Hill?
Him and this guy Bradley Pitt?
Yeah.
I like that movie a
Okay.
lot. That's the
That was
most
a good
recent
one.
movie I've been using.
Yeah.
Then it's Golden Girls. If not, I put on Golden Girls
Okay.
because Golden Girls is on until I wake up for work. I know it's time to get up for work if I wake up and Frasier's on.
Oh, I love Frasier.
I hate that.
Oh, I love
I thought
Frasier.
Frasier was so unfunny. The
What?
brother was kind of funny.
I was gonna say.
The brother was kind of funny. When the business beside yours is doing their siding and you find nails in your parking lot area, not surprised I have a slow leak now in my tire. Rager of the room. That would piss me off.
That would make me mad too. I would walk over and be like, "What's up? Clean up after yourself." Or, "Do you want to pay for my tire?" I mean,
Yeah.
Come on.
Pick up your stuff.
Right.
Nails. Come on. They're nails.
Not good advertising for that business that's not cleaning up.
Yeah. Oh, they wrote back about the Rager of the room, a mom who volunteers for
Oh,
personal
yeah.
gain. No, they definitely have kids in the activity that I'm referring to. It's definitely for the clout versus the goodness of their heart. And also, they only try to benefit for their own kid versus all the kids.
Gotcha.
All right. That'll get some rage.
Yeah.
I get you.
Parents can be annoying. And again, like I said, the apple doesn't usually fall far from the tree. Like, even those parents that just do, not because they want to, but because it looks good, their kids likely are the same way.
Probably, unless they break the cycle.
You know, which is always refreshing when they do. But
Refreshing. Rage Room still going on, everybody. Let's go. 330-450-9292. Text it in 330-269-9292. Put it in the comments on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Sports coming up after Far East Movement like a G6 Q92. Just for that, huh? Anyway, real quick, this is not anything I want to dwell on. I've just been laughing at this on the internet. We all know Rick Flair, right?
Ric Flair. Woo!
I
Yeah.
say Ric Flair.
Woo!
Everyone goes, woo!
Yep.
Jake, do we woo?
Woo!
Do you know
There
Ric
go.
Flair?
No.
Fair enough.
Of course.
Fair enough. Well, he has his own wings now.
His own wigs?
Wings.
Oh, wings. I was like,
He has his own wings now, okay?
yeah.
Hold on, I pulled it up somewhere and I got it. Okay. You know what they're called? His wings? Wings!
Oh my gosh.
They're called wings. He said wings. Hold on, I got maybe sound better if I turn it up without. I don't probably get distorted, but wings.
It does sound like he's saying wings.
Wings. Wings.
So, like, how do you order that?
Oh god! I'll have 12 barbecue wings.
Right.
Wings. Wings.
Oh boy.
They're called wings. That's all. Nothing behind that. I just wanted to play it on the air. There's even the video of him holding it. They're called Woo Wings. Woo Wings. He's on the box. Like it's him on the box. It says Woo across
Well,
the
then
box.
do it all
and then
together
wings.
now. So you would be like, woo, wings.
Woo Wings.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Well done, Ric Flair. Well done indeed.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cavs beat the Orlando Magic last night in round one of the NBA playoffs by a score of 96-86. The Cavs are now up 2-0 in the best-of-7 series. Game 3 is Thursday night in Orlando. Other NBA playoff games last night, the Knicks beat the Sixers. Knicks up 2-0 in that series. And Denver beat the Lakers. The Nuggets up 2-0 in that series. NHL playoffs last night. Toronto beat Boston. That series is now tied at 1 game apiece. Carolina beat the Islanders. Carolina's up 2-0 in that series. Vegas beat Dallas. Vegas takes a 1-0 lead. And Edmonton beat the Kings. Edmonton takes a 1-0 lead in that series. The Guardians are back in action tonight at home as they take on the Boston Red Sox. First pitch is 6:10. Ben Lively will be on the mound for the Guardians, who are 16-6 on the season. And finally, the Akron Rubber Ducks play Altoona on the road tonight at 6 p.m. The Ducks 7-8 on the season. That's a look at sports right here on today's hit music Q92. It is Q92. Don't forget Kevin Hart tickets we're giving away this hour. Listen for the cue to call when you hear it. Be caller number 10. You're going to see him at Playhouse Square Friday, November 15th. I was just thinking. Nothing to do with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Next week is going to be May.
Yeah.
The 5th month of the year.
We are doing our 16th Students for Sobriety broadcast Friday.
And it's weird because it's about a week early. Normally we do it the very first week of May. Maybe that's what's screwing me up.
Maybe. I mean,
for once it's like in April.
Yeah, I even said something to my husband. I was like, I got to leave at like 4:30 in the morning.
I'm booking my hotel this morning on where I'm going to be because way too long of a drive.
He's like, it seems early. I'm like, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Lauren, Jake, and myself will be broadcasting live from Canton South High School for our annual Students for Sobriety. Broadcast every year we do it at a local area high school. Want everybody to just have a great time at their prom.
Yes.
Want everyone to be safe and be back at school.
I always like to say it's about making smart decisions. We encourage them to make smart decisions.
We'll be doing the show on location.
Yes.
Coming up this Friday. We hope you guys tune along and watch along as well. Kevin Hart tickets next hour. Again, not only are we getting 2 more finalists for the kayaks, we'll be talking to our friends at the National First Ladies Library and Museum. Really great things have been happening there and really cool stuff to talk about and some new things going forward. You guys can check out there at the museum and library dedicated to the First Ladies of this country.
Patty's going to be joining us.
We'll be talking to Patty coming up next hour as well. Still time for some rage room if you've got any and you'd like to get it off your chest. This one would bother me. This one I just heard. No internet for 9 days. Spectrum can't find where the issue's coming from. I would tell them to keep looking. And please take money off my bill.
Yeah, if they don't, that's crap. I mean, we were down. We have T-Mobile internet. We were down for like a couple days. They gave us like $65 off our bill.
That's fair.
I was like, okay, that's cool.
That's how you keep customers.
Yeah.
By being fair. Like, you didn't have the service you pay for a week.
And we know it was an inconvenience.
Right. So we're going to try to make amends for that. That is good business model, people.
Yeah.
Man, 9 days, no internet. Your data must be. Hope you got unlimited, but they throttle it down.
They do.
There's another rage room. Why do you throttle it down? If I'm paying for unlimited internet, why do I get to a certain point and you slow it down?
I don't know. That's crap.
So
do you really have unlimited then? Or do you have a certain speed to a certain point of usage and then another certain speed beyond that?
Cell phone people out there. Why? Why the throttle down? Why do you get punished? Don't offer it then. Unlimited, my eye. Then you're, we're going to throttle it down at that point.
Right.
So you'll get less internet. You'll be slower. Like, well, why? That doesn't make any damn sense. You all right, Jake?
Yeah.
I just want to check in.
Okay.
Make sure you're hanging
A
in
little
there.
mental health check over there.
Yeah. I'm all good.
Good. What would make you happy right now?
I don't know, honestly.
I believe you.
I mean, I'm fine. I'm just tired right now. I'm trying to work on some graphics for this broadcast because I forgot to do that. I'm like, let's probably do that before it's too late.
But you've got a couple days, so that's glass half full.
You also share another trait with my not daughter, and you like to wait till the last possible minute for things.
You're a little bit of a procrastinator,
which then brings on stress.
Do you know what he's going to get from us for Christmas? I think it would really help him.
Train?
No, a planner. I think he needs a planner.
On the phone, notes, your notes app.
I understand that, but sometimes it's easier for people to physically write it down and see it in front of them.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha.
I think it would help keep you like organized and make you feel like a little less stressed. Like, oh gosh, I'm not going to forget about that because I wrote it down.
Yeah, I think that would help because I don't even use my phone to put things in.
Are you just someone
That's what I'm saying.
Are you just someone who needs to be told like, hey, this needs done today?
Yeah, I need to be told to do it.
But like, does that? All right, but by the same token, as we're doing a deep dive into your brain, and I like it. Do you get annoyed by that?
Sometimes.
Well, then what are people supposed to do?
If you say it a certain way, I don't know. I really don't know.
If you're like, yeah, I'm that, you need to remind me. I go,
you do need to.
And we remind you, like, well, screw you.
Right.
No, not most of the time. No, I will not be like that.
Okay. It's interesting.
It is. How much water do you drink?
I want to get a shrink on the show to talk to you.
Zero, please. Zero.
Jake, do you understand you could also be tired because you're dehydrated?
Yeah.
I never see him drinking.
Have you tried-
Hardly ever do I see him drinking in here. Meanwhile, I walk in, I've got my Yeti, I've got my
10
my
different drinks.
Waterloo, my bottled water.
I had a bottle of water with Mio in it
Yeah.
on the way to work.
Yeah.
Fruit punch was delicious. Then I got here, I had my Zoa. Now I have my jug of water. And then if I want a little bit of that soda, I got a Pepsi Zero in the fridge.
Yeah. I always have 36 ounces of water before I leave the house.
I crave beverages here way more than food here.
Oh, me too. Well, I think it's because we talk a lot.
Like if I have no beverage, I'm like, oh,
Right.
Like, what am I?
Oh, I know. I've got to go today because I
Yeah.
saw there was only 3 more bottles of water in the fridge. I was like, oh,
Not good.
can't
Not
go
good.
without that.
8:43. I'm willing to bet Kevin Hart's cue to call is going to come really, really soon. I'd be listening. It's Olivia Rodrigo. Bad idea, right? It's Q92. Fall asleep to the ID channel every night. At home, I have a fan on in pitch black, but if I go anywhere and stay at a hotel or a friend's house, I go to YouTube, put on white noise, or go to Spotify and put on an airplane sound.
They have apps too. Like I have one that sounds like a fan on my.
Yeah, that one Calm, the app.
Oh
Calm.
yeah, I have that. Well, for a while I had a
Is
paid
that a pay?
subscription.
You have to pay.
You get some things free. It's better to pay though.
I fall asleep to the sweet sounds of Judge Judy, someone says
There
on the
you
text
go.
line. I
Justice.
see on YouTube. I just, I now fall asleep to Bluey
Well,
because of my 2-year-old.
yeah.
That's fair. I use the small air filter system in my room. Does that make enough noise to fall asleep?
I mean, it really just has to be that low something.
Yeah, no. Like I said, give me a war movie,
And me, cops.
and I'm going to be good to go. There it is. That's a cue to call. Kevin Hart tickets. Coming to Cleveland in November. You could be there. All you got to do is be the 10th person on the other line of this phone when I answer it. Oh my God. Can you imagine calling a radio station and it working and you getting through and us telling you you're going to see Kevin Hart for free?
It does every time we do giveaways.
Oh,
You know why? Because we're live and local.
see yourself winning. Manifest it.
Yeah.
Be caller number 10 right now. 330-450-9292. Forecast coming up. It's Q. Question to you, Lauren, is what is your true favorite beer? I don't care about seltzers or liquor. Beer.
Everyday beer, like
If
just gonna
if
have.
Lauren wants an ice cold beer on a rough day, only a beer. I don't want to hear Truly. I don't want to hear wine cooler. I want to hear
I drink beer.
Well, listen, I drink Trulies too. I'm not making fun. I'm just saying, like, it's
No, I
beer
know.
day. It's not hard seltzer day.
Either Miller Lite or Modelo.
Miller Lite or Modelo?
Yeah.
I would say I'm Miller Lite or Bud Light. Those are the two beers that I think have the best taste.
Yep.
To me. Jake, your favorite beer. I don't know why Lauren and I are naming two each, but
I can't name one.
you don't have a favorite
You
beer?
don't like beer?
Not at all. I have never finished a beer. I've tried.
You've never finished a beer in your life?
No, because I tried once because I know Star's dad likes drinking beers. I was like, maybe one day he would want to have a beer with me. So I
Right.
tried to force myself to have a beer one time. I couldn't do it.
Are
Do you have a video of that?
Wait,
No, I don't.
Are you talking about you had a beer with Daddy? Is that what you're talking about?
No. It was alone.
Daddy
It was.
David?
I was. It was
Daddy
no,
David and Poo Poo Face?
no,
had a
I did
beer?
not. It was. I was trying
And
to
a
prep.
tickle fight?
Okay, Christian.
I was trying to prepare myself for that moment, but it never happened because I was doing it alone. But no, I couldn't finish it.
Listen, some people don't like, I get it. There are people that just don't like the taste of beer. I'm
Do
not,
you
know,
like pumpkin beers? Because now's
No,
the
I
time
don't
for
like
all
pumpkin.
of that. I had my first pumpkin ale at Winking Lizard last weekend. It was so good. But if you guys are listening and you really enjoy pumpkin beer, it's kind of expensive, but it is so worth it. Because you only really drink one, right? And then you have your follow-up beer, like Miller Lite or Modelo or whatever.
Right. O'Doul's. Right.
Something
Right.
like that. Southern Tier Pumpkin Nitro is so stinking good.
Have you been drunk, Jake?
One time.
Off what, wine coolers?
No, it was the strawberry daiquiris or pina colada.
Oh, I thought he was going to say
Oh, that.
I had that half a beer.
All right. So, been drunk once in your life at 24.
Yeah.
And cannot stand the taste of beer. You've never been able to even finish a bottle of beer.
Correct.
Okay. Last time you even had liquor or alcohol.
A couple days ago.
Oh, look at you.
Whoa.
Look at you.
Not the answer I was thinking was going to
And
come out of his mouth.
was it a daiquiri?
No, I made I took coconut rum and ginger ale and blue snow cone syrup and just mixed it together because
You are the
I was
most
desperate.
Interesting.
Pretty little drink. Okay.
You are so fascinating. Just
You know,
so
you should make
fascinating.
a snow cone and do that concoction. That would be really good. Like
We've-
boozy snow cones. And
We've thought about that so many times,
oh my
but we
gosh.
just never.
Jake, that's another part of your business.
Yeah.
For adults. The adult
it's
adult
been-
bounce party.
It's been thought about, but liquor license and stuff like that, I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's legit.
I'll help you.
I
I'm serious. Okay.
The things of it. You know how to make a bomb?
Don't ask him.
no.
Okay. Wouldn't shock me. He was like, well, of course.
Did you ever make those bombs?
What kind would you like?
To be fair, my son's allergic to fish. We only know that because he got an extensive allergy testing panel when he was little.
All the shots.
Oh.
You got all the shots.
Well, no, he had something called RAS testing where they actually do a blood test, but they did it on him like while he was under general anesthesia for an adenoidectomy and tubes in his ears and all that jazz. But it really like does a deep dive on what you're really allergic to.
I had the tubes. I had the tubes put in and taken out of my ears.
Yeah, my son had 2 sets.
Yeah.
One of them fell out on his pillow. I didn't realize how teeny tiny they were. I guess when you think tube, you think like tube.
I didn't realize it could just fall out like that.
They do as
Like
you
earwax.
Well, think about it. As you grow, the inside of your ear grows too. So, like, the hole expands where they put the tube in, and then the tube just goes, falls out on your pillow.
What's the biggest surgery you ever had?
Probably my appendectomy.
Tonsils.
Yeah.
Jake?
Oh, I don't know what it's called. I said it once before. It's on the.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, one of my balls was in my stomach.
Jesus Christ. Could you lead into that a little?
I thought he was good.
I was
I
like,
thought he was gonna say circumcision. No.
I didn't. I thought it was going to be like, oh, heart surgery, like something like that he thinks is nothing, but it's like a huge deal. Oh, I just had a little heart surgery. But he goes right to, with no lead in, no build up, goes right to one of my balls in my stomach. I had a friend that same thing, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
They have to go get it. What they do is they punch you in the chest and it drops.
Shut up. It's not true.
Yeah. There we go.
Can you imagine?
And then boom, you have a stuffed shell. That's crazy. That's great. Who remembers that one? That's not
Who can't forget that
that's
one?
not as uncommon as you think. I just was that was right to the point there. There was no dancing around that.
No.
One. We did not beat around that bush.
We didn't even call it its technical name.
A ball was in my stomach.
Right.
Oh, that would be a surgery. Was that outpatient?
I don't know what that means.
Did you have to stay in the hospital overnight?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Just went in. They did. You went home that day.
Yeah,
There you
I was
go.
very young, so I don't remember much.
Yeah, they tend to do that early. They tend to notice, like, oh, where's it at? Oh, I found it. Or just maybe like a good hug. You know what I mean?
It's not like one of those little like stress things that you squeeze and
It's
their
like a gumball
eyeballs
machine.
pop out. Right.
Oh, there's one still in there. Shake him. There we go. There we go. Jake, 3 crying, laughing emojis in the text line. Last time I went to Red Lobster, we spent. Well, we're back to Red Lobster.
I was
You
gonna
people.
say,
Q92, hello, who's this?
This is Tyler.
Tyler, where are we calling from?
Hey, I'm calling from Louisville.
All right, Tyler, congratulations, you're caller 10. You're the winner.
All right, sounds good.
Congratulations, Tyler. You scored yourself a pair of tickets to see Kevin Hart at Playhouse Square on Friday, November 15th. Tell everybody your favorite station hooking you up.
Always Q92.
There you go. Got ourselves a winner for Kevin Hart tickets. Congratulations to Tyler from Louisville. He's going to see Kevin Hart. Next hour, a lot going on. We are going to get another 2 finalists. We're going to get another finalist with the cue to call for the kayaks that we're giving away on Thursday. So listen for the cue to call in the 9 o'clock hour. And also go over to the live video feed of the morning show on YouTube, Facebook, and X. Click the like button and type Summer Fun in the comments. If you do that, you will be entered for a chance to be selected and made a finalist at the end of the show by Lauren. So do that right now. Also coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, we'll be chatting with the National First Ladies Library and Museum. They got some new stuff to talk about. We can talk about the huge success of the Jackie Kennedy exhibit that they've had.
Oh, yeah.
So catch up with them. They'll be joining us live. You'll be able to watch on the video as well.
Yep. Hattie's going to join us. And she's got a lot of really cool things that are coming up and in conjunction with this new exhibit. So I think it's fascinating. And I think a lot of people don't even realize we have a national museum.
We do.
A national museum in downtown Canton. And if you've not been, like, it's totally worth the trip. It's amazing. I mean, they've got so much.
It is amazing. Someone's trying to motivate Jake on the text line. Jake, there's 2 people in life, people that are bosses and people that need to be bossed. If you handle your business, you'll never have to be bossed.
I like that.
That's good.
Huh?
You should print that out and put it on your computer. That way it reminds you to
Okay.
be proactive and not get bossed around.
Okay. I like that. I do.
But I will boss you around if I don't see you toting some water with you here soon, because I think that's part of your problem.
I think it could be, yeah.
Yeah.
You might need a spanking.
Ooh.
I'm not going to spank Jake.
Oh.
I might throw something at him, but I won't spank him.
Well, maybe I will. Staff Punk, Pharrell, get lucky. Maybe Jake will. It's Q92. And I'm sorry people are a-holes and run through an emergency scene. Good Lord.
Oh, maybe that is the problem.
Oh, someone says you're just a cold-hearted bee.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I doubt it,
We
but
played that this morning earlier.
yeah.
You know who sings that song?
No.
Jet. Sings Cold Heart Bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the group Jet.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense
Not
now.
to be confused with the group from the 80s, the Jets.
You've got it all.
Yeah. You just proved you're going through menopause knowing that song. You just confirmed it with that reference.
I love the Jets.
You're like Donnie and Marie Osmond, of course. Who's going through
Younger
menopause?
than you.
Who's going through menopause? Not me. Hey guys, remember Johnny Carson? If I could get an interview with that kid, I would love to hear his side of the story.
Do we even know like what state or what kind of church or?
I mean, if I did like a deep dive, I probably could find out.
I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid.
But I don't know.
He was like,
But there's a kid walking around that got slugged in the chest by his pastor because he wasn't taking God serious. And I'd love to hear his side. We heard the other guy's side. We heard the pastor's side. Well, there's two sides to every story.
there is.
My question is, what the hell what?
Well, like how long ago too? Like, is this kid now like in his 30s? And he's got a family, and he's like, yeah, I was a jerk. Like, you know.
I just would love to speak with him, and get his side of the story and hear what he has to say.
I'd be interested.
And if he enjoys the fact that there's a pastor out there talking about how he got crumpled.
Day youth group, and he was just trying to push my buttons, and he was just kind of not taking the Lord serious. And I went bam. I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid. I just crumpled him, and I leaned over and I said, Ben, when are you going to stop playing games with God? I led that man to the Lord right there.
He goes on. I think the last thing in the clip he says, sometimes you're going to need to do that. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What verse was that in the Bible?
Right.
Love thy neighbor, crumple the kids. I'm like, no, I don't think that's what he said. I don't believe that's what the Corinthians read about. But if you're out there, buddy, I'm sorry.
We lost power literally all of the time. Like one big gust, lights out. Like that's all it took. Yeah, done. We'd be done. We'd be sitting in the dark.
Jake, pretend you're the wind.
Oh, look, power went out. I don't know what.
That was performance art right there. That was Shakespearean. We should take that on the road.
What was that?
Yeah, Jake, you were just whispering. I said, be the wind. I have a secret.
But like when we moved, we switched power companies. We never lose power. Ever. I shouldn't say that. We lost it right before Christmas last year, and we were out almost all day.
When I lived in Alliance, I actually would lose my power a lot.
No, like legit. Like, how does this even happen? I want to see if you. Who did you have?
I'm not bashing them. I had Ohio Edison.
Oh, see, we have Ohio Edison now. We used to have AT.
I have Ohio Edison now still.
Yeah.
My place now, knock on wood, God don't jinx us. When a lot of places around us go out power, we don't.
Ooh.
Knocking on wood for that.
You're on like a secret.
I don't know,
grid.
but like we've been very lucky. Very lucky. My mom's goes out all the time.
Do you have well water?
No.
See, we do. So when we lose power, we don't have water at all.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, because then the pump can't pump it up from the well.
No, I understand.
Yeah. Just in case you didn't.
You see, Christian, what happens is. Oh, all right. Finally, I had the answer. good. I like you're like, nothing we can do. We have no way to stop this mammoth. Let it go. Shoot it, blow it up. No, we can't. Like, I don't understand why you think that would be hard.
What are we going to start having military planes fly in just to take out mammoths?
If they're killing people, I think we would.
Okay.
Why is that hard? I'm trying to figure out why that's hard for you to believe. Some people are tripping, LOL. We're on LSD this morning.
Wait, no, we're not.
You have seen Jurassic Park, right? They thought they had the power to take down the dinosaurs, and they did.
Thank you.
Well, now, that's a dinosaur, not a mammoth. We might not have the power we think we have to take down. Guys, I'm going to fight all of you on this.
Thank you. Someone's on my side.
Yeah, you and one other person. I got to go into work. I can't stop listening to this conversation.
I know.
Hard hitting.
Have a good day at work, though. Think about those mammoths.
Next hour, healthcare. If they're going to spend a ton of money to recreate some mammoth, they're not going to want to kill it, only contain it and relocate it. I understand, but Lauren's saying, what if it goes rogue?
What if?
Now, that is possible.
Yes.
The mammoth going, screw you, I'm a mammoth.
Right.
I'm going to knock down. You think this fence is going to keep me?
Exactly.
I'm a bleeping mammoth.
That's right.
Oh, man. Someone says, come on, Jake, be the sense of reason. Jake, do you believe a mammoth could be stopped?
I do.
You do?
Because well, I agree on both sides. Like, if I'm out in the wild and a mammoth attacks me, I don't think the military is going to get there fast enough to stop me from getting hurt.
If there was an outbreak, if like there was a true event, like breaking news on CNN or Fox News,
I think
mammoths of New York City just tearing things up, I think we're going to respond.
Yeah, so do I.
So I think, now would a pistol do it? No, I don't think a pistol would do it.
No, you would need something. I'm Googling this.
You'd probably need something a little bit, maybe a machine gun, maybe an AK. Might even need a rocket launcher, an RPG.
I mean, they've got some tusks, man.
Christian, I believe you need Jesus, my son. Lauren has the mammoth wearing Kevlar.
Hey, I'm just saying, if there were that many, have you ever seen Gremlins? I mean, if they started multiplying, I don't know that we would have the wherewithal to keep up with making sure that we could take out all these mammoths if they went rogue. That's all I'm saying. They were hardly small in size. They were roughly the size of a modern African elephant, and their shoulder height was 11 feet.
Point the gun up.
Oh yeah, and they weigh around 6 tons. They would squash you like an ant.
Right here on today's hit music. It is Q92, and here we are in the 9 o'clock hour of the morning show. Thank you guys so much for having us on your radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com. Of course, if you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, or X, we don't care which way you're checking us out. We're just glad you're checking out the Q92 Morning Show. Thanks for having us on. Christian, Lauren, Jake, all here with you. Happy to be here with you on this Tuesday morning. Going to be a little warmer today. Yeah, some rain. A little warm.
Yeah.
I will trade the warm for a little bit of rain.
I'm looking forward to Friday because it's supposed to be like 70s and nice out.
I know Rage Room's over, but I'll tell you another thing. I wanted so bad last weekend to go and take the family and go to either a Guardians game or Rubber Ducks game. And it was like 54, 50. This weekend is going to be warm, and everyone's out of town. Guardians out of town. Even the Clippers in Columbus. We talk about making a Columbus weekend trip with the family. Out of town. Rubber Ducks, out of town. I was like, what?
Sorry.
It was being in the 70s. Perfect weather to have Jimmy out.
Yeah.
Enjoying some baseball. Things like that. So now we got to find something else. We did get a Akron Zoo membership this year.
That's fun.
When we went a couple weeks ago, we decided it's not that expensive.
No, it's not bad.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And I love the Akron Zoo.
No, it's great.
I love it. So
I'm not the kind of person I think that could go to the zoo over and over and over again.
I get it. But
like maybe a few times a season.
Seeing how much Jimmy enjoyed this time.
Oh, sure.
Is just like
he's at the perfect age. I would say like from 1 to like 5 is like the sweet
where you
spot.
go and you just see the wonder and like the excitement in their face, and it just makes it more fun for you.
Yeah.
You're like, this is awesome. This is awesome. Someone said Scrappers Christian. They start yet? Mahoney Valley Scrappers start yet? They used to be a Guardians affiliate. Now they're where players go getting ready for the MLB draft.
Oh, I see.
Which the Guardians have the number one pick. So anyway.
That's cool.
Shout out to the Guardians. Best record in baseball with one of the lowest payrolls in baseball.
Yeah.
Love that. Jake, is your dad going to go to any Guardians games this year? You know he's a huge fan.
Probably not. He is. He just watched them on TV, though. He never really goes to any games.
No?
No.
See, that's my husband. Like, he has this avid love of the Browns, but we, rarely go to games.
Oh, listen.
He's like, I'd much rather watch it from the comfort of my own home on a huge screen, eating my own snacks, drinking my own beer, and not having to deal with parking and traffic any day.
I literally could not agree more. That is the one sport and favorite team of mine. You're like, oh, like the Bears are going to be in Cleveland. You go, and I'm like, no. I'm going to watch it in HD 4K.
I know, but
at my house with wings right in front of me, where if I have to pee, I don't miss one play. I just go pee and come right back during a commercial break where I hear the commentators telling me what's happening, so I know if someone got hurt, if they're coming back in the game or not. And I know. Have I been to a Bears game? Yes, I've been to see the Bears play in Cleveland. I've been to a Chicago Bears game in Chicago. So I've got to experience them. But if you give me a choice as a diehard fan, nope. Give me my TV, my living room.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
Tony. I mean, there's something to be said, though, about the fan experience and the camaraderie in the stands. And they taught my child how to beat on the backs of the seats at Cleveland Brown Stadium in the dog pound. That's where he learned to bark.
Thank God he did.
Not proud of it, but he did.
Well, said Lake County Captains. That's a good one. That's not that far of a drive. And that's a Guardians affiliate where the young ones go. I'll have to look up and see if Lake County's in town this weekend. That'd be an easy day trip. Easy.
Yep.
Thank you, whoever sent that text. They'll probably be gone, too. I feel like they're all on the road together.
They're all traveling together.
Yeah, something like that. All I know is, like I said, I love going to Rubber Ducks game as well. Let's see here. Lake County. Let's see when what their schedule is. I'll look at that later. You're probably not good radio. But coming up very shortly, we're going to be chatting it up with Patty from the First Ladies Library Museum. They got some really cool things going on. I want to talk about the success of the Jackie Kennedy exhibit that they had. It's all coming up. Plus, chances to become a kayak finalist right here on Q92. It's Knox, not the 1975. It's Q. We'll see. Great doctor. Love. Fun thing. He's from Canfield.
Mm-hmm.
Married a Jackson girl.
Get out of town.
We were making small talk at the front desk, and he was saying, and I was like, "You got yourself a Jackson girl?"
Good
He's
for
like, you know about Jackson? I go, "Do I know about Jackson?" Got you a polar bear wife, huh?
Yeah,
real nice girl, pretty. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, you're a doctor, so I mean,
right. I mean, you kind of put that there.
This is Olga. No,
it increases your audience selection.
Yeah. The more higher on the tax bracket, the more likely you are to attract the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Either way, like I said, I root for Jamie every day. I'm like two promotions, maybe one more promotion away from being a stay-at-home dad.
She better slow her roll.
I'm telling you, she just got this one. But
I
mean,
know.
I'm like, come on. I will gladly take that damn kid to school every day. Gladly. It's a dream. Put on Sports Center and
I hear what you're saying.
Do laundry while I'm listening to sports talk. Mop the floors. It'll be Danny Tanner Central when you come to my house.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, and I think it's a wonderful dream. However, I will caution you because I have a friend whose husband did that and got very burnt out very quick. He was very lonely. 3.
So we had to get 3 kids up every day, 3 kids to school.
Yes, and they did it on the heels of having their 3rd child. Like they had the other 2.
Oh my God! So we had a newborn.
Ish. When she went back to work, she took extra time off. So I think when she went back to work, the youngest was around 5 months.
You can't leave a 5-month-old. I can't leave a 7-month-old unattended forever.
Well, I understand that, but they're also not mobile either. So you can still do what you need to do and have them there in their bouncer or their swing or.
So close. It's crazy. He's so close.
Yeah.
I think he'll be crawling back.
Is he doing the rock? Where he's like, I want to go.
No, he scoots.
I want to go. I don't know how.
And he can turn himself around 360. He can totally turn himself around, but he still just can't And I know when he figures it out, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, I won't be long.
He's just gone.
Yep.
And it'll be
And
nothing.
usually once they become mobile, they don't want to be held very often.
Well, I like holding them, so you're tough luck. I like holding my kids.
I knew that. That's why I brought that up. I was just trying to prepare you for the fact that once they're mobile, they're like, let me down.
Love it, love it, love it. I did get yelled at a few times for being too loud during the Bears game last night.
Well, if he was asleep, everybody wanted to sleep.
At one point, she was like, do it again. It's like, watch it in the living room. It's like,
wow.
All right. All right.
I see.
Jake,
I sent you
afterwards, and then I'm going to find out if I need glasses.
You almost look like a teenager. Okay, so
I just went last week and got the puff test, someone said. So you were, how old did they say to get glasses?
It was at the beginning. Now? Yeah. It was.
How do you put that on your eyeball?
I don't know. I could have touched my eyeball all day long.
So I'd be afraid I would miss and like get it stuck in the corner of my eye somewhere in my body.
The worst is when it gets folded and it gets stuck up here in your eyelid. And you've got to like work your eyelid to get it to come out.
I'm telling you, no. Give me glasses.
You know what is ridiculous? You and my husband, if he has to touch his eyeball, like he can't,
like this,
he physically
like this. I'd be like, oh my God, like close my eyes, rubbing them.
Yeah,
you can't come close to my eyes.
No, that's how Tony is. Yeah. Let me tell you, the one time he got pink eye from the kids when they were little, I literally had to like hold him down. He has like lids of steel. I had to pry his eye open to get that eye drop in there.
I get that.
This is Christian in my glasses. If you're watching the live stream, this is Christian wearing my glasses like a month ago. Remember that when I wore my glasses to work? You're like, let me see it.
Yeah.
Because you knew at that time that it might be necessary.
I got my eyes done yesterday, and yes, they do the glaucoma test. I was diagnosed with glaucoma at 23. At 23? Wow, that sucks. I'm sorry.
See, he doesn't look bad, guys.
What happens if they need to dilate your eyes? And I'm driving on instinct.
Oh, that is the worst. They didn't. The first time they did that to me. They would have
told me. I'm sure they would have said, hey, have someone drive you down.
Well, they gave me sunglasses. They're like, you'll be fine. Just be careful with your speed because it's hard to focus up close. They were not kidding. I could have been doing 85 the whole way. I couldn't see the dashboard. I couldn't see the dashboard. I could see the road.
Mine hasn't puffered me the last 3 exams.
Well, you're so lucky because I hate that stupid test. They have to laugh at the expressions on people's faces because I jump every time. I want to be like.
I just remember him showing me the x-ray of my eyeball, and I was like, holy cow. Because I hadn't been to an eye doctor in ever.
Yeah.
Until like last year when I got on Jamie's.
Ever. You never went?
How long was it before I went to a dentist? Till like a year ago.
That's true.
Now I'm like, they love me now. Last time I went, he was
like, the dentist?
Oh yeah, last time I went, he's like, I'm really surprised like how good your mouth is now compared to when you came in here.
Well, that's because you're on their wall of fame. Of course they love you. You're like their biggest walking testimony.
I was. It was like
they're like, Christian's here.
It was like digging out fossils from granite. Look, a tooth. Coming up, going to be giving away a couple finalist spots for the kayaks we're giving away Thursday morning. If you're not a finalist yet, you still got today and all of tomorrow, but I would keep listening to the station. I would keep listening for the cue to call, and I would keep going over every morning to YouTube, Facebook, and X, where the show is shown live video-wise every morning. Click the like button, put Summer Fun in the comments. You have to do those 2 things in order for Lauren to possibly pick you at the end of the show and make you a finalist as well. So do that now. While you're watching, you can say hello to Patty Down Schmitz from of course, the National First Ladies Library and Museum. She's the president and CEO. She pretty much runs the show.
Yes, she does. She's the lady in charge.
The lady in charge. And she's joining us right now to talk about some really cool stuff that's going on, has been going on, and will be going on at the National First Ladies Library and Museum. And Patty, good morning. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us a little bit this morning.
Good morning, Christian and Lauren. It's great to be with you. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, before we get into what's happening and what's coming, can we talk about what a great success you guys have had over the last year, especially with the whole
Jackie Kennedy.
Kennedy. I was going to say Onassis, but it is Onassis Kennedy.
Yeah.
But with my favorite president, JFK.
Yes, that's
I've
true.
done many deep dives on John F. Kennedy in my life, including many book reports, Lauren. But Lauren doesn't care. All right. So we will.
I don't have a favorite president.
Great.
I'm trying to think of who I would do a book report on.
I'm going to put you down for a Fillmore. No,
probably not.
All right. Fair enough. I love throwing Fillmore.
Maybe Reagan. I would do a report on Reagan.
He's up there as far as popular ones.
I saw him once. That's why I think I would choose him.
You saw him in person?
I saw him leaving the White House. Yes, I was like 6 or 7 years old, and we were on vacation in Washington, D.C., and he was leaving the White House, and he rolled down his window and waved.
I would have been excited.
Yeah.
I'd be like, a president just waved at me.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
That is pretty cool. But what was cool was this amazing exhibit that you guys had for Jackie Kennedy. Can you just talk about the success of that exhibit and what it did for you guys over there?
Oh, absolutely. We, as you know, and maybe your listeners remember when we talked about this last year, so we had a wonderful exhibit about Jackie Kennedy called Beyond Camelot, The Life and Legacy of Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. And it's been on display since about this time last year. And when I was on your show a year ago, we were talking about how amazing Jackie Kennedy is and what an icon she is in American history. And people just absolutely adore her. And we've seen that over the last year. We actually have seen an increase in our attendance at the National First Ladies Library and Museum and the First Ladies National Historic Site in Canton of over 50% over the year. And actually last summer during the tourist season, we had a doubling of our attendance just because people just can't get enough of Jackie Kennedy, and what's the great thing is whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a Republican in our kind of divided world, Jackie is one of those people that just brings people together. And we've really seen that over the last year. In fact, this past couple of weeks when we have been promoting that the exhibit would be coming down here this past week, which it did, we have seen one of our best months to date in terms of attendance at the museum because people have been trying to get in last minute. We have lines out the door in the morning. So it's been super, super exciting, super successful to see how Jackie just resonates with so many people. Her style, her sense of culture, her, the things that she did to preserve the White House when she was in office. The White House is now a National Historic Site and Museum because of Jackie Kennedy. So she's been amazing. And you guys have been super helpful at helping us get the word out about her. So thank you so much.
It's funny. Do you find as people have come down because of this exhibit, you found that you found a lot more people that came down there and were kind of blown away by everything you guys have there? You know what I mean? Because you're right. It brought a lot of new eyes to the library and museum. And I'll bet a lot of people probably walked around there and went, my God, this place is amazing.
Yes, I would agree, Christian. And, we are a National Historic Site. So we are the library and museum, but we exist on the First Ladies National Historic Site. And there's more to it than just our museum. There's the historic Saxton McKinley House, which is the childhood home of Ida Saxton McKinley, President William McKinley's wife. And she grew up there, and that home has been fully restored to its 1890s splendor in the Victorian style. And people are just blown away when they go in and see that house. And we have amazing park rangers who give tours of the home and do such a wonderful job interpreting the history there. So when they come, they see not just Jackie Kennedy, but yes, they can see the Saxton McKinley House. And then also we have exhibits about all of our First Ladies as well. And we have a special exhibit right now called First Ladies on the Campaign Trail. And that's been really fun and exciting because it shows the progression over time of how the First Ladies have been back in the early days, they really weren't involved in campaigning for their husbands when they ran for president. But then, of course, as we've seen over especially the 20th century, they are now integral to campaigning for their husbands. And people sometimes tend to vote as much on the first lady as they do on the president themselves. So it's an extraordinary sight, and as we like to say, it's a getting to be less of a hidden gem in Northeast Ohio. I think people are learning a lot more about it, and I think Jackie Kennedy really helped that happen, and we are just super grateful. So it's been a great year for sure.
Well, what I love about the National First Ladies Library is we know that behind every great man, there is a great woman. And this really, what you're bringing really shows, it's funny because we know a lot about the more recent first ladies, right? Because we've got social media and the internet and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But some of the things that these first ladies have done that a lot of people really don't know about is like the coolest thing ever. And I love this next exhibit that you guys are bringing with leaders in literacy, because it's going to talk about the teachers, the educators, the librarians that these women were. And really what they brought to the world. Can you tell everybody? And we're 4 days away? 4 days away from the opening?
Yep. So we have the new exhibit called, as you said, Leaders in Literacy, First Ladies as Teachers, Educators, and Librarians. It will make its sort of first look debut on Saturday evening at our VIP reception. And then it will open to the public on May 1, next Tuesday. Or I think that's Wednesday, actually. So we are just super excited about bringing this exhibit to the forefront, because so many of our first ladies really had education as a cause. If you think about Laura Bush, Barbara Bush, those are definitely recent examples. They were very much about literacy and education and promoting that cause. And then you go all the way back into the 1800s, where we had first ladies who were one-room schoolhouse teachers. And America was founded on the principle that education should be free and open to everyone in the public, because an educated populace is an informed populace, right? And people who make good decisions when they vote. So this country has always been founded on the principles of education. And many of our first ladies in their early days were teachers, because those were professions that were open to women in the 1800s. So we talk a lot about that. And then we go all the way through even into the 20th century, where we had first ladies like Grace Coolidge, who taught at a school for the deaf. And then we have, of course, Eleanor Roosevelt, who was very much about education and equal opportunity. She was heavily involved in a community in West Virginia called Arthurdale, where it was a community that was planned, and they had communal living and they had schools for underprivileged minors' children. And Eleanor Roosevelt was heavily involved in that. And we have a great exhibit in this new upcoming Leaders in Literacy exhibit about that as well. So it's also a very kid-friendly exhibit. We have a lot of books, and we have some QR codes where people can scan and listen to Barbara Bush reading stories to children. We have a children's area, and we're actually building a mock one-room schoolhouse on our second floor of the museum, where kids can sit in those old-fashioned desks and draw on slate boards and feel what it would have felt like to be in a one-room schoolhouse back in the 1800s. So it's going to be really fun and exciting, and a new way to talk about a lot of our first ladies over the next year.
No, I love that so much. And you guys are also announcing your scholarship.
Yes.
Part of this as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So we this year we reinstituted the Mary Regula Memorial Scholarship Award. Mary Regula was our founder at National First Ladies Library. She founded the organization in the mid-1990s, and many people might know her. She was the wife of Congressman Ralph Regula from our area, who was very active in the 80s and 90s. And so she was, again, very much about the cause of education, and the fact that, that she founded this organization on the principle that people should have access to all of the knowledge about first ladies, and created an extensive research library here and website where all of the information about the first ladies resides. And so we created this scholarship, Mary Regula Memorial Scholarship, for high school juniors and seniors in the Stark County area. And we opened it up to all those folks to write an essay about reimagining reimagining an event in American history as told through the eyes of the First Lady versus the eyes of the President. Because one of the things we like to talk about is we have the opportunity here to really tell the story of American history through the eyes of women. As we all know, American history tends to be somewhat male-centric. It's written from the eyes of the presidents, but we have that opportunity to really tell it through the eyes of the women who were right there alongside the presidents during those times. So that essay reflects that. And we had over 30 wonderful submissions to that essay contest. And we've named a first place and a second place winner. And I can't announce that today because we're going to do that Saturday night. But we have invited them to come and be a part of our ceremony Saturday night, and we will award them their scholarships.
That's wonderful. Well, you guys are doing amazing things. We really appreciate you giving your time this morning so that we can let all of our listeners know about this amazing exhibit that is coming to the National First Ladies Library. If anyone is interested in getting more information, you can always visit firstladies.org. Yes. All the information is, on their website. And thank you, Patty, so much.
Thank you both. I really appreciate it, and really appreciate your interest in such a cool thing here in Canton. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys.
You too. There you go. Patty Dowd-Schmitz, President, CEO of the National First Ladies Library and Museum. It is a historical site. If you guys have not checked it out, you really should, especially if you're a fan of history. This
it's so cool.
Absolute history right here in our backyard. It's Teddy Swims, Lose Control. It's Q92. Jake and I, you had left to do your meeting yesterday, and Jake and I, not on air, but we were talking about this story about people being contacted. How many people believe they've been contacted by dead relatives? Jake, what was the percentage in this survey?
53%.
53% of people in this survey.
That's high.
Say that they believe they've been contacted by a dead relative. And we were talking off air. I've said, I have had dreams since my dad. Listen, I have nothing crazy has happened since my dad died. I'd love to tell you he showed up in a beam of light and was talking to me about sports. No. Obviously, they say when you see a cardinal, and that's kind of my thing.
Of course, same.
I got a tattoo of a cardinal on my arm for my dad. And
yep.
Things like that. I don't believe, and I'm not a non-believer, so I'm not sitting here going poo-pooing on everybody's. I'm not a, oh, no way. But I don't believe I've ever truly been contacted by a dead relative. But according to that, 53% believe they have been. To me, if I take that, and maybe I'm wrong, I take that as like they had a message. They were telling you something.
Like, what is it? Is it like
I've had dreams with my dad in them?
Yeah.
But they were just normal-ass dreams that he just happened to be in. There was no, like, son.
Yeah.
On the 5th day of March. A hurricane. Like, there was no, like, warning. You know what I mean?
Well, I was going to say, what is defined as contact? So is it like there's a needle in the bottom of that can and you don't know it? And, like, it goes flying off the counter. Like, it just moves. Like, is that considered contact? Like, when you think someone from... I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to come up with an example.
Where are we going? Like, you're literally
Would you
like...
poop yourself, though, if that happens?
This is you.
So there's been a nuclear attack.
What? Like, what kind of scenario is that? To me, like, contact
is
is like...
moving in a room. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's
like
more ghostly haunting. I'm talking...
Okay, but define contact is what I'm saying. What does that mean? Does that mean you hear something in your head and you feel it in your gut and
Jake,
you feel like...
Not to put you on the spot, Jake, but in that little paragraph, does it give any kind of context of, like, what exactly they're defining contact? It might not, because that's only, like, a summary.
It just has common forms of communicating with those on the other side, including dreams, sensing a loved one's presence. Women, and then they also say that women are more likely to be contacted.
Look at that.
Okay, it's because they're saying that
so you're more likely to be contacted by a dead relative than Jake and I.
That's because we're nice. We're nicer.
Is that what it is?
No, we're more sensitive, I think. I think a lot of it has to do with emotions. So think about it. Like, for me as a woman, I don't have dreams very often, except for closer to my cycle when I know my hormones are higher.
Right. Right.
So I'm more apt to have that kind of, but literally in the past 10 years, I've had one dream about my daughter. One.
I can count maybe on one hand how many dreams
My
I've had
dad's been gone for almost 25 years. I can count on one hand the amount of dreams I've had. And it's been like cameo. Like he wasn't like a major part of the dream. He was like in the background.
That's how mine was.
Yeah.
Whenever there was a dream of my dad, there was no like, son, I have to talk to you about. He was just kind of there.
What would you do? Would you follow his advice if you had a dream and he was like, son,
Well, depends on what he said.
don't go to work tomorrow? Would you stay home? Would you call off?
I'm like, no, are you going to pay my bills? What are you going to do?
But
Pop?
what if he's trying to help you out?
Dad, like, you got any money up there in heaven? What do we got here? Again, 9 dating deal breakers that really aren't. They shouldn't be. He's considerably older or younger than you.
Yeah, I'm okay with
that. Should not be a huge deal breaker.
Unless we're talking like 16 and 36, then I'd,
Yeah.
But if it's over 18, okay. I might be like, ooh, that's weird. Like, I don't know.
I'm 6 years older than my fiance.
I'm 5 years younger than Tony. He has a cousin. I don't remember the exact ages. I want to say she was like 32 and he was 51 when they got married. Like, it was a big.
Yeah.
And now he's like in his 60s and she's only in her 40s. I just keep thinking, like,
You know what, those 60s isn't what it was.
it's not, but I keep thinking things change. And I'm still like young and primal, and then things change.
You think you're still young and primal?
Yeah.
In your 40s?
Yeah.
Okay.
In certain departments. I'm not saying like I'm not talking appearance wise. I'm not talking anything like that, but I
Yeah.
still feel good and
we're
want.
in that part of life where we still feel like we're young and awesome
Right.
and hip, but we're not.
Right, and I acknowledge that. I
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Like, I had a full circle moment with my daughter last night. Her Avita bracelets. She was like, my niece has them on, and she's like, I love those bracelets. I'm like, Marin, I have like 7 of them.
Yeah.
You do? I'm like, yeah, because they were popular like a while ago. I just don't wear them anymore. So she, of course, wants them, which is fine. But like, you have those moments where you're like, gosh, I'm old. I'm no longer cool. My
No.
kids do not look at me like I am.
Yeah. Yeah, they never did. Yeah. Not you, everyone. Number 2.
Oh, thanks.
I said not you, everyone.
Yeah.
Myself included. Do you think my not daughter thinks, oh, man, Christian's awesome?
I think she does.
Yeah. Number 2. Number 2, and I support this one. He's balding.
Yeah, no, that's not a good reason. Some guys
That's a
can
deal.
rock
What?
the crap out of a bald
You know what,
head.
though? I'm going to stick up for people. Listen, we all have. Now, do some people take it too far? They want perfection. Okay. But we all have things and styles that we like or don't like. I don't think that makes you a bad person if you're not attracted to someone who's balding.
Yeah, it's just personal preference.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't look, if someone's like, man, sorry, man, I don't like guys with big heads. Now, do you ever want to hear that? Of course you want to hear that.
Right.
But just because I'm bald means you have to, I don't know. I don't see that as a big deal.
Right.
We all have, there's hairstyles we like on guys or girls. There's
tats, no tats,
that's what I'm
beards,
saying. Like,
no beards.
you don't like how I look? Screw you.
Right.
I like you. That's just not my style. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say, and I'm probably not saying it right.
No, I get it. I totally get it.
Okay. Got into bald guys. Okay. You can get a wig. You can go get a hair transplant.
No,
we talked about how bad those transplants are. My God. Number 3, he lives far away from you. I think that maybe should be a little bit. Depending on how far.
I think it really depends on the people. If you guys are very social people or you're very needy people, you need to be together a lot. Long distance is not going to work well for you.
Right.
But if you have confidence and faith in your partner and you guys have to be away from each other for a while and make that commitment to see each other talk every day, I think you can make it work. I think it really depends on the person.
Oh, yes. That okay. Now I do remember that story. That was at Studio Fit 1.
Oh my gosh, you blew up Rick's studio?
No, I was getting changed. I had to get changed in my gym clothes.
Okay. Oh, and someone walked in on you changing.
I was in there, used the bathroom. I thought I locked the door. I swear to you, I locked the door.
Yeah.
Because I was very cognizant of where I was. And there was a bathroom, only one bathroom. And yeah, the trainer girl walked right in while I was mid-change.
Not Mary. Was it Mary?
No, not Mary.
Okay.
Mary would have laughed at Mary, and I would have laughed about it for
Okay.
the day. No, but that was funny. And then I had to take the class with her after that. I had to go sit on a damn ball and bicycle, knowing this girl just walked in and saw me changing. That was fun.
I bet.
The whole time, like, only you, Christian, only you would get into this situation. Again, 9 dating deal breakers that really aren't. They shouldn't be. He's considerably older or younger than you.
Yeah, I'm okay with
that. Should not be a huge deal
I mean,
breaker.
unless we're talking like 16 and 36, then I'd,
Yeah.
But if it's over 18, okay. I mean, I might be like, ooh, that's weird. Like, I don't know.
I'm 6 years older than my fiance.
I'm 5 years younger than Tony. He has a cousin. I don't remember the exact ages. I want to say she was like 32 and he was 51 when they got married. Like, it was a big.
Yeah.
And now he's like in his 60s and she's only
92. Whew. Morning's flying by today.
It really is. You know what they say, though? Time flies when you're having fun.
And what is time? That's
Right.
something else people say all the time, too. A big thank you again to Patty Dowd-Schmitz from National Ladies Library and Museum. Really cool to talk to her, hear about the great new things coming. Again, it's another feature of downtown Canton that I think a lot of people need to go check out if they haven't, because it's really cool. And it's right there's Canton's got a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Canton's got a lot of cool stuff.
It's about having pride, too, about where we live. We have a national historic site.
Yeah.
It's literally considered, it's national parks. It's recognized nationally, and it's in Canton, Ohio. How cool is that?
You guys should really go check that out. What you also should do is keep listening, because coming up very soon, the cue to call to become a finalist for a pair of kayaks for the summer. It's all coming up here on Q92. Right now, it's Harry Styles. It's As It Was.
Come on.
Couple dies sightseeing in helicopter crash. Go to the helicopter, it's like you glide down if there's a problem. You just sort of drop down.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, it goes a large portion of the tour over the ocean. So at least you're going to be hitting
Yeah, I think I'll
water.
be right. What you do is you open the door.
Oh, here we go again, MacGyver.
Listen, and when you're about 10 feet from the water, that's when you jump. Listen, Christian survival tips. I'm telling you.
Listen,
if
guys.
the chopper's going down, you got to open the door. And right about maybe 10 feet. Now, listen, you got to time it.
You'd be crapping your pants.
No,
There's
you gotta,
no way you would think
gotta
that
have your head on a swivel.
Oh.
And what you do is...
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me at all. I've seen you move.
Oh.
That your head is just on such a swivel.
Like a ninja when I have to be. But you time it right. You open up around, because you don't want to be too high, because you'll hurt yourself if you're too high.
Yeah.
So you got to wait. And it's tough to wait. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easily
How
done.
do you jump away from the helicopter debris that's going to be hitting the
Well,
water?
it's coming down straight, right? So you got to
So you
jump
gotta
out.
way out.
You got to jump out.
I see. Do you have any tips for
Jump out. And then
achieving that?
You jump out and you want to go.
Oh, okay.
You want to go in?
He just did a pencil, just so you guys know.
Become a human pencil. Fall in, but don't. If you jump too early, you're gonna hurt yourself. You gotta do it right, and you should be okay. I've told this story too. I watched a DJ get his ass lit up at my friend's wedding. And I know the girl, I've known her forever. She is not the one to mess with. She is one of the nicest, most loving people in the world, unless you cross her.
That's my sister-in-law. She'll go right for you.
They specifically told the DJ, you do not play the chicken dance at our wedding. Now, they're paying you.
And then they hear that.
Bro decided he was going to play the chicken dance, and she chose violence.
Yeah.
And I watched him in the hallway getting eviscerated. And
Good.
And I was just like, I want to be like,
she's a paying client.
No, I agree. You paid. If
yes.
you went through that list, you planned it. This is her wedding.
Right. This wasn't like house music. This was she sought you out and gave you instructions, and you did not follow them.
You a check.
Correct.
Yeah. No, I did not blame her at all.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I thought that man was going to tear up.
Good. Maybe he learned his lesson.
And I wanted to go up to him like, bro, I could have told you she's not the one. She's not the one to decide you're going to make an executive decision.
Yeah.
I'll bet he followed rules the rest of his DJ career.
Yeah.
Because I remember I walked out the hallway to go pee, and I was like,
See, and I would have been mean, but I'm more like that person that kind of like just, I hate to say it, I can be passive aggressive when I'm upset.
There was no beating her. No, she's not the girl who beats around the bush.
My sister-in-law could have made him give her a full refund after her verbal tongue lashing.
I think she hit him with a folding chair. And finally,
it's like WWE.
Met my wife on Bumble in 2017. Jake reminds me of the I Like Turtles kid for some reason. Good morning, random Swiftie girl here. Good morning. Hope y'all have a great day. Thank you. Good morning from dental assistant Kayla. Have a great day. You have a great day, Kayla. Jake, back to your so you were on every dating app, which we've talked about. This isn't necessarily new.
Right.
I realize but I'm just curious, why was Tinder one you were like, out of all of them, why was Tinder one you're like, you know what, I'm not doing that one? I'm curious why that one was the no.
Well, I think there's two real reasons. Reason one, I knew what Tinder was. I think I was looking for something more than just
a booty
Tinder.
call.
Yeah.
Right.
Were you ever just looking for that?
Not really.
Look at you.
Something in my head.
So proud of you.
Something in my head was like, that would be fun, but
yeah, it would.
But
it'd be fun if we could do it again.
Yeah,
but more than once.
Yeah, but I just wanted a relationship. But another reason was I had an ex that was on Tinder.
Okay.
And I just didn't want her to know that I was on there.
Like, what if you matched?
Yeah, I don't think she would have matched with me, but
call now to win.
Call now to win a pair of kayaks with Stark Parks and Q92.
That's the cue to call. Be caller number 10 right now, and you'll be a finalist to win a pair of kayaks that we're giving away Thursday morning, just in time for summer. It's all brought to you by Star Parks, your destination for summer fun. Also, for all of you that went over and put the like button on our live video feed and put summer fun in the comments section, Lauren, they only got about a minute or two left to do that.
Yeah, if you haven't done it yet, you want to head over to Facebook, YouTube, and X. Find our video live stream. Give it a like. Put that summer fun in the comments. And we'll announce another finalist in about 5 minutes.
Caller 10, good luck. The rest of you, get on over to Facebook, YouTube, and X. Give yourself another chance to become a finalist right here on Q92. Anyone got a crazy work story or something their boss asked them to do? I don't want to get names or nothing. I'm not trying to get anyone sued or.
Right.
But anyone got any weird requests from their job that made you go, what? I guess the closest thing I got, and I've told this story, I think, over the years a couple times. I applied for summer help when I was going to YSU. Make some money on the side, some money off tuition.
Yeah.
They were like, and I always wanted to work the parking decks. Because anytime I saw the parking decks, it was just some kid chilling with his phone or a book. Boop, hit the button, lower the gate, open the gate. You know what I mean? I was like, that looks like the easiest job in the world.
Right.
So it was right after spring classes went out. It was summertime. So a lot less people on campus, obviously, only people taking summer classes. Not nearly as busy. You could even say a little dead at the time. I go in day one. I go to the building I'm supposed to report to, and they hand me a walkie-talkie and gloves. I'm thinking to myself, gloves? They go, all right, you're going to go here. Chris, you're going to go here, and you're going to be mulching and raking. And I would go, no, I'm sorry. I applied for I was the parking deck. I'm going to work the parking deck. And they go, oh, yeah, no. Parking does landscaping in the summer. Excuse me? Yeah, parking, they do landscapes. Like, that was not told to me.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah, they do.
Huh.
Is that a problem? And me being the bitch I am? No.
Right.
So I worked for a day and quit the next day. I went home and called them immediately and said, I will not be coming in tomorrow. I'm quitting.
Oh.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Well, I was supposed to work the parking deck.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I'm mulching the campus.
I guess so.
If I'd have signed up for landscaping, yes.
But you didn't have any friends that did it previously,
No.
or you didn't know anything about that?
It just looked like the easiest job in the world. It said that it was open for the summer. I was like, I'm going to hit that button all day. Boop, pull on in. Boop, see you later. No, they were like, you're going to mulch the campus.
Yeah.
So I quit out of principle and laziness. How is the world not talking about this more? How is every show, whether you're sports talk, wacky FM morning show, news talk, farm talk, NPR, smooth jazz, I don't know, whatever it is you're talking about, why was yesterday the only thing people were talking about not the Navy pilot testifying under oath in front of our government that basically there are UFOs? Not basically, he claims there are. And mind you, he's under oath. Now, have people probably lied under oath? Probably, but that's really far to take it for a lie. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's really far to take it to go, I'm going to sit in front of Congress for a joke or just for poops and giggles. This guy was speaking yesterday. I mean, I've known there's aliens. You can't tell me that out of all the planets and all the universes and all the solar systems, we are the only one that has living beings. And people tell me, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Like, does that make sense? Does that really make sense?
Well, I mean, it's been long known that, like, the Navy and the Air Force, I mean, different branches of the military have had video that they have actually released of things that they believe could be UFOs.
Yeah. What do they call them now? UABs, they call them, or something else? They call it. They have a new name they call them. I mean, this is the clip of him telling you. I mean, it's right here.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, this video, photos, eyewitness? Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you in a skiff about.
I don't know what a skiff is, but that's where they'd have to talk. Someone Google skiff.
I'm on it.
I assume that means like in private, away from everybody else. You know what I mean? Maybe in a padded room. Text message. I had a girl that was interested in me tell me her and her ex are still talking. And if he wants to get back together, she's going to leave me. I definitely ran away from that one. Wow. I appreciate the honesty, but what in the F? Q92, hello, who's this?
It's Nick.
Where are you calling from?
Calling from Alliance.
All right, well, congratulations. You're caller number 10. You're now a finalist.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Eric. You're now in the running. Could be headed into summer with a pair of kayaks. One for you, one for a friend, all powered by our friends at Stark Parks. Eric, just tell everybody your favorite station, making you a finalist.
Q92.
All right, congratulations, Eric. You're now a finalist as well. And finally, for those of you that went over and clicked the like button on the live video feed of the show this morning and put summer fun in the comments section, Lauren, who did pay off for today?
Today, it is Savannah Brown.
Savannah Brown, congratulations. You are now a finalist as well for those 2 kayaks we're giving away Thursday morning. Your next chance to become a finalist coming up with Nick. Then, of course, you'll have chances with Keller this afternoon and Ryan at night because we're your live and locally owned radio station. And we're proud to be both of those. That's going to do it for us. Nick's in here next. Enjoy your Tuesday, everybody. And Jake, anything for the good people before we leave?
Love you. Bye.
There you go. Have a great day, everybody. Lil Nas X. That's what I want. It's cute.